Hi, my name is Dynamo Mars. Today I went down to this. Welcome to Trick or Treat Radio.
Welcome to episode 92 of Trick or Treat Radio.
I'll get you yet, Johnny Wolf.
You can't fuck with me, Mars. Not tonight.
Oh, man, I shit my pants.
Did you throw up on everything?
Oh, God.
Trick or Treat Radio is a phantasmagorical spin kick straight through the heart of pop culture. It is navigated by the Deadites. That's us, folks. The Deadites are the world's greatest electroshock band. We destroy monsters. We drink booze. Or Dynamo wishes he could drink booze. We win championship belts.
We drink fucking Poland Springs. I think I drank a six-pack of Poland Springs on the way here.
And we eat.
Are you saying Porn Springs right now?
Yeah, that's what I thought he was saying, too.
I don't think I want to drink that.
No.
And we eat apple slices.
Poland Strings are squeaky.
They are.
We're the apple slices.
They didn't have any apple slices, so I had to go like with a replacement because I only had limited time today after the long
What was the replacement?
rebirth.
You ought to take those apple slices and, like, soak them in...
Shut your fucking mouth!
Soak them in
soak
caramel.
soak them in... No, and soak them in... No, yeah, soak them in vodka or rum overnight and then bring them in.
What part of I'm not drinking anymore do you not understand?
The part that you said when you said, I'm not drinking anymore.
Yeah, but then you can actually eat them. You can eat your alcohol.
Whoa, look at this!
What?
Holy...
What is this?
He brought
Let me see.
he brought over a fruit plate.
What the fuck? Strawberries, blueberries, raspberries.
Hallaberries.
All I know is that thing,
Snozberries?
Look at this, everyone.
Wow.
Daryl Strawberries.
There's some Daryl strawberries in this.
That's a
I
wheel of fruit.
argue with the fucking cashier because there's like blackberries in there, and I'm like, yo, those are like, I have blackberries in my backyard. Like, I think that you should take at least like $2 off this thing because I could just go pick those.
What did that cost?
Like a lot of money.
Yeah, those things are no joke.
Yeah.
I could have bought
yeah.
fucking
10 bucks.
15 hamburgers for this.
Wow, look at the cost.
How much?
18.
1880.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Damn. What's the weight on that? How much does
Like this is like a pound, more than a pound of fruit though. Yeah.
2.69 pounds. You got a lot of fruit there.
I
dude.
was thinking you're going to eat fucking 3 pounds.
I argue with the fucking cashier because it's like,
What?
what?
Is Tiny fucking around again?
I
You
think,
want some whipped cream with those, man?
No, I can't have it. Ruin the whole thing.
yes, I have whipped cream in the fridge, I think.
Damn, we should all dive into that thing. It smells fucking good. It does, man.
You have some. I'm not going to eat a whole pound of
You're not going to eat 3 pounds of fruit?
Come on.
If you like the blackberries, there's some in my backyard.
Like, you could bring that to the new world and not get scurvy with all that fucking shit.
The New World? What's that?
Yeah.
New World Order?
Yeah.
He's fucking all happy the town he's from put a fucking movie theater in it. He calls it the New World. He's like, now they got a Target. Before they used to have the sewage treatment plant.
That's an upgrade.
It is. Like, that's where Ravenshadow took his prom date after. It's like, you want to go hang out where Millbury Amusement Center used to be? Go smell the sewage treatment plant?
Oh, God.
How do you feel that a big part of your youth is now just an on-ramp to the Mass Pike?
I don't want to talk about it.
I miss that place, that par 3 golf, man. That place
Yeah.
was
The fucking
shit.
go-karts?
Go-karts?
Yeah.
The
Bump-
arcade.
Batting
Bumper boats?
cages.
I played fucking Street Fighter 1 there.
I played fucking NBA Jam, Rampage,
Yep.
Rampage.
not Double Dragon, the, what the fuck, Dirk?
What about...
McPherson.
No.
Oh,
I can't.
no,
Dragon
Final Fight.
Slayer.
No,
Dragon
and
Slayer.
what was that dinosaur
Golden
game
Axe.
that was almost like Mortal Kombat?
Golden Axe.
They had that one real quick,
Altered
that,
Beast?
the Spider-Man game that you could play
Is that
as
what it was?
Spidey, Namor, Black Cat, and Hawkeye.
Nice. Yeah, I remember that. Know what else they had there that was awesome?
Tekken 2, actually, I think. They
That
had
wrestling game.
WrestleMania?
That no, it was.
Oh, yeah, I know which one.
It was the
Fighter.
one where like everyone was a likeness of like there was like kind of a cocky Ric Flair wrestler and like a Tiger Mask wrestler.
Primal Rage, yeah.
Yes.
No.
That's not the one he's talking
No,
about.
no, but I'm just remembering
Virtual
the dinosaur
Fighter.
one.
He's back a whole
Virtual
podcast ago.
All right. Who's next, John?
Fire Pro Wrestling is what Kevin Kelman said.
Yeah.
Our boy Kevin's hanging out chat room with Rocky.
It's not Five
Hey,
Pro
Rock.
Wrestling, but Five Pro Wrestling's my fucking bomb.
Yeah, that and Rush.
Yeah, when my special lady friend's gone, the pants come off, and Five Pro Wrestling and Rush the whole time.
Is that the only time the pants come off?
Huh? Yeah. Well,
or here.
yeah, when I'm home.
Who's next, Johnny? Let me go ahead and introduce everyone. I am Johnny Wolfenstein, the pencil pusher and producer of media for Trick or Treat Radio and the Deadites. We also have the immortal gunslinger, the singer, lyricist for the Deadites, the... what is it, Ravenshadow?
The fucking berry-eating father of all that's funky.
Dynamo Mars.
Hi, everybody.
Or were you eating a blackberry?
No. Though these blackberries don't taste like the ones I pick off the fucking floor.
I'd hope not.
Wow.
Floor?
On my yard.
Yeah, you know whether they have all the little dust particles and everything.
The cheap ones, yeah.
Yeah.
There are rabbits that are so fat in my backyard that they don't even fucking move if you're there anymore. You know how rabbits are animals who usually scurry away. These rabbits are just yeah. I'm eating your fucking bushes.
You sure it's not Racoombie?
No. I don't, let's not talk about raccoon.
For those who don't know, Racoombie is the zombie raccoon that haunts Dynamo's yard.
Sucks.
Ooh, you got a zombie raccoon in your backyard?
Never,
Dude.
I can't
Wow.
tell that story now, but it's tough.
Wow.
It's tough. I came home and there was a raccoon with not a front leg, not a back leg, but he had diagonal legs, like a front leg and a back leg on the
Jesus
opposite
Christ.
sides, and his eyes torn off.
Holy shit.
And my special lady friend screamed, I'm downstairs taking my pants off. She's like, ah, and I ran upstairs and she's terrified because it really looks like a zombie raccoon, in hysterics because she loves animals and feels bad. And we're call the animal rescue, call the animal rescue. And her old man comes out and he's like, ah, yeah, I've been feeding him all week.
Flesh. He's been eating from my leg.
So I had the opportunity to get into my pajamas and I had my Arkham Asylum shirt on and fucking sweatpants that didn't fit very well. Fucking the same, let's put it this way, it was the sweatpants I used to practice to play tennis for Leicester High back in the day. Wilson sweatpants.
Leicester High? You went to fucking high school? I didn't think you went to high school.
Yeah, it was John Cryer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's when you met Tiny, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we call the policeman, and the policeman looks me in the fucking face, right? And I'll tell you who it is off air, Wolfie, because you know him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you told me.
Yeah, and says, well, I can't shoot it because it's too close to other houses. I'm like, can't you just call animal rescue? He's like, no, I usually shoot it. I'm like, geez, at least if it was a human, you can. I was gonna say you could tell it to go away or arrest it. He's like, oh yeah, if I shoot a human and somebody else gets hit, then it's just part of the job.
Okay.
Collateral damage.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we call that.
It's like
Yeah.
he's like, and he's talking. He's like, yeah, you shoot at something, it moves, and bullets start ricocheting around. I found it. He's talking like he's fucking took pot shots at zombie raccoons before. Unfucking real. Now I just got fat fucking rabbits. They probably ate Racoombie. I saw Racoombie climb a tree. I saw Racoombie harass the horses at the horse house around the corner.
Wow, it climbed a tree with 2 legs.
Yeah, fucking
That's
ass.
impressive.
He lived under my deck, back before we covered I had so many lawn chairs that I didn't use that I just built around the bottom of the deck and don't go in there anymore. Back when you could get under there, it was fucking outrageous. I saw him one day I was walking up the train tracks where Tiny, where the famous Me and You bike incident happened, and Racoombie was walking down the middle of the train track. On either side was swamp, so I had to run the other way like a fucking asshole.
Nice.
Even though I could have just fucking tipped a Racoombie off the tracks if I wanted to.
Yeah, I don't see it outrunning you.
No.
Well, maybe
Well,
you.
Here's fucking Aries is yeah, it's probably rabid. I'm like, wouldn't it die by now? It's been around for weeks. And he's like, no, it's probably rabid. And then 2 weeks later, Racoombie's milling around. He's like, hey, I saw that fucking zombie raccoon down the street. Guess it's not rabid. Thanks, fucking rage at Aries.
Well, that's quite the story, Racoombie.
Great.
Yeah.
See what happens when we don't have time to book a guest? I bet you're wishing for Mike Aura now, asshole.
Who's next, Johnny?
Well, we also have the katana-wielding, synth-collecting, mask-wearing composer and songwriter for the Deadites.
Who dat?
So funny.
He's also known as the... Well, can we call him the King of Swing, or is that taken?
Yeah, no.
Someone else has that name, right?
Who has that?
Why would he be the?
I don't know.
Who was the king of swing? Rod Carew in there? Or that guy's name was? Like, I don't know who the king of swing was.
That guy from Big Bad Voodoo Daddy?
Well, what's Tiny's nickname again?
The Dark Samurai. of swing.
There you go. See, the
That
dark,
works, yeah.
the dark king of swing.
Would somebody go through and like erase every other word of your byline?
Tiny White, what's up?
Yeah, what's up? I was at a wedding this weekend, and I swear that was a legitimate swinger couple working the crowd.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Really?
For real, right?
Yeah.
I was just like,
did you get
this guy
worked?
knows people. This woman and this guy must know people. They're like chatting everybody up and like making the time with them and everything. And it turns out they don't know anybody. They're just macking,
Yeah.
straight macking. Like
Yeah, I think it was like
60
wedding
years
crashers.
old.
Speaking of that wedding, and we'll talk about it probably a little more because there was some awesome people from Trick or Treat Radio fame, and you and I's pass. But so I took a picture with Tiny Wife, and like all jokes aside, like she's my sister, but like Tiny Wife is my favorite person in the whole entire universe. There's probably not anyone in the world I love more than Tiny Wife, and I don't have many pictures
Wait, no,
of us.
yourself.
Well, other than me, I don't have many pictures of me and Tiny Wife, and like this is an incredible one. And I went back and looked at it today, and because of her bridesmaid dress, she's like almost naked.
Tiny.
I didn't like realize it till I went back and looked at it.
No, sir.
Yeah, it's not good. It's like she's like it's like Marvel comic drawing. She's like strategically blocking stuff like with silverware, and there's like a glass in the way.
Yep.
But
That's
like,
okay though.
yeah, I'm glad. I don't want to see that stuff, but like, I didn't want any lecherous people. I'm gonna take it down.
Yes, that's true. Did you post that?
I did. I didn't know. I
need
posted it right
to
away.
Audit this. I need to audit.
Yeah, I posted it right away.
Who else we have? We have a couple other dudes in here who are not Deadites.
Some other dudes.
We have the chain smoking, hand kissing, baby shaking, hot pocket loving, comic book reading nerd, and the official smoke machine for the Deadites, Michael Ravenshadow.
That's right, ladies and ladies. The captain has turned off the non-smoking sign.
Jesus Christ.
So
One
smoke
side
if
of
you
this-
got it.
Fucking creepy.
One side of these blackberries is fucking awful, and one side is awesome, and I can't figure out what's what.
Half of the ones picked from your yard.
Probably-
Yes, this is Captain Ravenshadow speaking to you. Please return the stewardess to her normal upright position.
that fucking flight would turn out good. That Raven Shadow. You need some fucking arcane Australian technology to find that plane after that.
We also have the vulgar guru of horror, the star of Blood Pigs and Fetus. And what's the upcoming film?
Morbid Tales.
And upcoming Morbid Tales.
The porno, the horror porno, Morbid Tale.
Morbid Tale. Ravenshadow almost lost it. And one-time contributor for Horror Hound magazine. What was his new
It was Morbid Tales.
nice shirt? He's wearing his old Bryan Danielson shirt.
I represent.
Cattle mutilation right there. MonsterZero.
I am here to kick ass and eat raspberries.
And you're
And
all out
I'm
of rest.
all out of ass. So I'll have a raspberry. Good.
You've been all out of ass for a very long time, sir. Our good boy Double K, Kevin Kelman's asking Mars, that game was it big pro wrestling?
Maybe. I only played it the 2 times I went to this weird fucking backwater arcade that was the capital of the town, Ravenshadow.
It was a fucking backwater. It was
Yeah.
a main fucking artery.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Main artery because they needed to make sure that people could get the shit plan if anything
They
happened.
had go-karts.
What was it? It was for Route 20.
Route 20. They had the
Yeah.
fair.
The fair was there.
McDonald's was down the
But
road.
the fair
yeah.
was in Auburn.
Service merchant. No, not was service merchandise there? I don't
No, that was in Auburn.
Oh, that was yeah.
No, the fair was in that
Auburn.
line. No.
Yeah.
Auburn. It was in that weird place where it's like Worcester, Auburn, Millbury.
It's where Wendy's
Yeah.
is now.
Yeah. Auburn, sir.
Yeah.
For those who get that.
I get it.
There you go. That's for you, Johnny.
Thanks. Abin, sir.
Auburn, sir.
I wish this show started like the fucking movie did last night.
Oh my lord, that's I don't want to get into it.
Yeah, I do.
But I
wanna
do
get-
want to get into
I
it.
do wanna
yeah,
get into it.
Well, what the heck?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was my favorite type of beans right there.
Let me get my scissors.
Shizzle.
I saw you post Dynamo on Facebook, as you typically tend to do. You said something about that being the best movie ever. Or
Yeah,
something.
this is the best movie ever.
Can we fucking talk about that movie?
Gonna hold out.
We're going to talk about it. That's our featured review.
We should do that.
In brightest day and tightest pants, let Ravenshadow make smoke dance. That's Rocky.
There you go, Rock.
Yeah, go Rock.
There you go. We got to talk about some.
Rocky, it's nice to know that he has somebody to gush over if the sexy librarian's not here.
Ooh. Rocky's he's a fucking smart guy.
Your boyfriend is on tour right now. You could go see him every single night almost before.
Who's your boyfriend?
Like he's on like this weird little satellite part of the tour where they're playing in somewhere within like 45 minutes to like a half hour around like where we live.
Yeah, or I can watch episode. What number is it?
92?
90, no, this is 92. What's the one that had the Rev on?
Oh, I don't know.
Thank you. Pencil pusher
I
and
forget.
producer of media.
He's not a fucking library.
Yeah. Jesus.
Encyclopedia Bitch Tanica. Man, some of these blackberries suck. Trick.
Summer tricks, summer treats. All right.
Who's that?
Who's what?
You just put a picture up.
Oh, I just tweeted out about the episode, so I checked my links to make sure all like this is Adrian Garcia Bogliano, the director of the movie we're gonna talk about.
Is he in the chat room?
No, I tweeted using his fucking name.
Yeah,
You're all a bunch of deadbeats. I don't even know what's going on. All right, let's talk about what we're gonna do tonight. How about
Yeah, let's do that.
that? On this week,
We're gonna eat a pound of fucking fruit.
3 pounds. On episode
Yeah,
92,
a pound each.
we're going to eat 3 pounds of fruit. We're going to review the film Here Comes the Devil from Adrian Garcia Bogliano. And MonsterZero has a special treat. I don't even know if you guys know about this.
Yeah.
He is going to do, correct me if I'm wrong, MZ, but you're going to do the top 10 standalone horror films of all time.
That's correct.
Now, that means it can't have been prequelized, sequelized, or remade.
That's correct, sir.
Okay, I got it right?
Yes.
All right, so there you go. We're going to do that.
I'm gonna put this right here. I don't want to hear a fucking thing about Friday the 13th or a thing about Halloween, because I'll fucking jump on the table and rape your face like.
What are you talking about?
I don't even know what he's talking
yeah.
about.
He was
He's going to
already-
rape my face. Holy shit, man.
Because I'm excited about something in horror, so naturally he's gonna fucking complain about it.
Oh, about how...
Shut up!
No, I'll talk about it.
No, I said you're
He
not.
doesn't want to talk about it.
You are such a pussy, man. It's unbelievable.
No, because what's gonna happen is that I'm gonna say why I love something and why I'm excited for it, and you're gonna say that fucking sucks.
Well, let me tell you something.
Don't think I'm fucking
let me
tricked
tell you
by the
something.
one
Let me tell you
lucid
something.
show you
Trick.
had in 91 episodes.
Let me tell you something. I already know what you're talking about, and I discussed it even before you did. So,
What are you
suck
talking
on that.
Yeah, sorry, you have more time on the internet than me.
Trick!
Wait, what are you talking about?
There's a new Halloween coming out.
In 3D.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. I just saw that posted today.
Those are some good ass strawberries.
Yeah, of course they are. Oh, fucking $20. They better.
You're shot up with
You
steroids.
think you got gypped on the blackberries.
Last
now,
time
huh?
I paid $20 for strawberry, a fat girl came fed them to me.
God. What's next, Johnny? All right.
Commercial.
No, not yet. We're not ready for commercial just yet.
Should
So,
have seen what I would have got for 40.
so that's what we're up to tonight. We're gonna all, just generally shoot the shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what else we have going on. We'll just talk about.
With that
You know,
list.
we haven't done in a while though.
Yeah, I brought them. I went all the way back home to get them, so we
Oh.
gotta do them.
I actually didn't mean that, but
Oh.
maybe we can do that. I was gonna say we haven't talked about the 3-for-all in like 3 weeks.
Oh shit.
So for the
Next week, I think. As of next week, not
Push
to
it
say we
hard,
won't-
yeah.
As of next week, fucking the people who are far away will be fucking sick of it by then. So.
Yeah. So, but I just want to put it out there because advance tickets are on sale. So the 3-for-all is the Deadites show coming up. Not only is it the Deadites, it's going to be we're playing with Curtain Society, we're playing with Teal, and we're playing with Beaver McD versus Captain Insidious.
Yeah. No one made any promises, but I talked to some of our good friends in the media today.
Jamedia.
I woke up early so I could
Like-
be on.
Like Ollie G.
Yeah, so I could be on reporter. So I could be on reporter time, and
Mhm.
I think we're gonna get some good coverage for this before and after.
Cool.
That'd be great.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
In fact, it's funny how broken the internet is. Like, haven't been pushing this hard like I'm gonna push it, but like, if you're somebody that's on my immediate friend list, I would be surprised at how surprised that person was about this show happening. But some people were really psyched about it.
I know I'm psyched about it.
A lot of people should be psyched about it.
Yeah.
Are you even
Everybody.
coming, or you don't have a trip to go to, or
You gotta wash your
The old
tights.
place to
Yeah.
be.
No, I plan on being in attendance.
the Maz is gonna be there? You better be there.
Well, hell yeah. Then if that's the case, I got to be there.
So the 3-for-all, and it's going to be hosted by our very own Michael Ravenshadow,
Woo!
the Rev and
my very
Myra
own Myra.
from the Evil Streaks.
Mm-hmm.
Myra's going to be the third wheel, as Ravenshadow's going to trying to put the moves on the Rev.
Oh, it's gonna be an Oreo of sexiness.
Oh God.
Jesus.
You're,
What?
you're
I'm
actually
so.
Who's the cream?
Yeah, I
you're
feel
actually
so bad
white
for
enough to
Myra.
make
Yeah.
those two seem black.
No, I'll be like me on one side, Rev on the other.
No, you want to be next to Rev.
Well, yes, I want to be, but
That's-
I'm trying to the
That's
show.
more, it's more like a Hydrox of sexiness.
The Rev posted a picture of
Hail
Collins.
Hydrox.
I do back in the day when I ate that sort of thing, like last week. Do love me some Hydrox.
Jamie Hydrox. What did I say?
What did I say? So, if you would like to get tickets, so let me go ahead and tell you the info. The Lucky Dog Music Hall in Worcester, Massachusetts on May 31st, Saturday, May 31st. Show begins at promptly at 9, Dynamo. We're gotta get the bands up right on time.
Oh yeah, yep. I
So-
would say if you're there at 8:30, you will not miss any of the pay-per-view style festivities.
Yeah, you don't want to miss. And you can get tickets, advance tickets. They're actually cheap if you buy them in advance. At the door, it's going to be $10. If you go ahead and buy them in advance, it's
That's
$8.
still cheap. Wait, joking?
No, it's totally cheap. But
So how much cheaper can we sell them for pre-orders?
well, if you go onto the 3forall.brownpapertickets.com, you can get them for $8. But we have another treat. If you use the special discount code TORTR, stands for Trick or Treat Radio, folks, you can get tickets for $6 fucking bucks.
Wow,
$6.
that's pretty
That's a
serious.
40% savings.
Yeah,
That's right. We've had a couple of people take advantage so far,
That
but
literally costs us money.
yeah.
it does actually. It really does.
Bad code. Stop saying that. That's a bad thing.
If everybody uses that code, Jim Smith is gonna have to sleep at Tiny's house
Yeah.
again.
That's a 40% savings, dudes.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's an
if
If we
amazing.
get like 120 people
I
in there,
wasn't-
That's amazing.
I wasn't
amount.
aware that we had a math lead on the panel tonight.
Double K in the chat room says, "Stupid wedding. Maybe I can convince my buddy to get married at the Lucky Dog." I think that's a good idea.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
We have a reverend.
we do. We have the
Yep.
rep.
Oh,
We have two.
oh shit!
You can bring two
Yes.
friends to get married.
There you go.
honeymoon downstairs.
Oh yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
I have to share my room with a bunch of people, so that's what I'm planning on. Don't come down when the back of the basement of Lucky Dogs are rocking. Don't come and knock.
So if you are interested, you're in the area, you don't mind taking a drive, don't mind taking a flight, don't mind taking a
boom
spaceship, boom tube. Yeah,
I
exactly.
thought we were gonna fake
Mother box.
Double K's death anyway.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, we were.
wait, who's? Oh yeah, this guy. All right,
This guy.
The other one,
Yeah, well,
not Rocky.
not Hellman's.
this one.
This guy, yeah, Double K. Double K, type in the chat room if you get a chance. I'm curious how that ISW show was. Double K went to go see Interspecies Wrestling. I think it was 2 weeks ago, and I forget what was going on. We were doing something Dynamo, I think, right? I can't remember, but yeah, we had something going on, so we weren't able to make it. But he said it was fucking ridiculous. I've been to a couple ISW shows, and it's pretty crazy stuff. They had a Lego death match one of the times that I went.
Nice.
That was pretty awesome.
That's pretty brutal, actually. That's no
Yeah.
joke.
No, you getting suplex on fucking
Yeah.
Legos? That's
We've
not a
all
joke.
done that for real.
Yeah,
That's
Drake-
not funny.
Drake Younger suplexed somebody on Legos at a I don't remember, a recent
Was it the
PWG
CZW?
show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the whole thing. It was a lock of him being like the deathmatch guy, and he went and got
Yeah.
the black bag, and it was full of Legos.
Mm-hmm.
And then his opponent won the match by powerbombing him on. He dumped out a black bag of like that white and red hard candy and powerbombed him on it and pinned him.
This whole month is going to be just ridiculous. The month of May, that is. We're almost in May, but
Yeah,
we
anybody
have
have $3,000, they could come see a professional wrestling show with us.
yeah, we have 2 wrestling shows to go to. Dynamo. We're going to go see Ring of Honor versus New Japan Pro Wrestling. How fucking cool is that going to be?
Fucking cool.
At the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City.
Yeah.
That's mid-May, and then the week after, we're going to see Chikara Pro is making its return at the Easton Funplex.
Cool.
So we'll be there, and then the week after is the fucking Deadite show. So 3 action-packed weekends in a row. What does Kevin say? He's got. He said there was a zombie, a giant bunny, a couple of crazy cops, a nasty bastard from Canada, crash test dummies, some CZW guys, a giant crab, and an Italian chef. Pretty typical ISW. I'll see you guys there. So I guess he's gonna be at the Hammerstein Ballroom show. I think. So
Really? You
get
guys
those.
$3,000?
I think you had tickets already. So we'll get to hang out with Double K.
Tell him to give him to Tiny. Tell him to give his extra one to Tiny.
I
Right,
don't know
yeah.
if he has an extra one.
Yeah, are you going alone, Double K?
He got his a while back.
Is he going alone or is he bringing somebody?
I don't know. You going alone? Double K? You bringing someone? We'll see.
They are
He
not.
said me and my cuz and our buddy.
Neither one of them are as cool as Cooper Tiny.
He's got a point.
Yep.
He's got a point. I'll tell you what. I'll make a deal with you. If you give me that extra ticket, I guarantee I will turn it into a synthesizer by selling it online for $3,000.
It's not what we want to happen.
Oh, wait. I was just thinking out loud. Hold on. I'll enjoy the show.
Emily from the Feminine Critique is going to be at that show.
Oh, is she?
Nice.
Nice.
Cool.
I love her.
So it'll be a nice little assemblage of folks we'll get to hang out with. That'll be a good time. So that's what's going on coming up in May. Busy month. Lots of stuff going on, and I don't know. We should probably talk about this movie, huh?
Yep.
Ravenshadow.
Where's my librarian? This sucks.
I don't know.
Sure
What?
sucks.
What? Rocky and Double K aren't good enough for you?
They are good, but I can think of 2 reasons that the librarian's better.
Why?
Her vast knowledge of literature.
Yep.
And her huge tits.
Rocky has his nipples out,
I blew that last one.
Yeah. Yeah.
and glasses on his taint.
He tain't lying. He tain't lying.
I love Rocky.
That's a Eric Godin special there from CryptoCast number something to something.
That's right. And no Mike Ledger tonight either, unfortunately.
Why?
Again?
Yeah, he
You said it like what are you, his wife?
he said his folks were in
Well,
town.
I'm concerned too. I mean, the guy's constantly on the show, listening in and
Yep.
everything, and it's nice to have constant listeners listening in. And it's
Definitely.
kind of a
first,
shock to see that he's
first
not
he came
here.
out about not being able to get an erection, and now he can't get to the show.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Listen, it happens to a lot of guys.
Call it
not
call it
just Ledger.
concern for the listeners.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's got a rectum tile dysfunction.
Rocky says, "Hey, real fast, give MZ my one-time off respect for the Von Sydow, by the way."
That's right, man.
What?
Max
That's right.
Max von Sydow. Sorry, I said it wrong.
So why? Like, what is fucking was MonsterZero and Ultimate Warrior with him? Or one of his,
What the hell's he even?
Well, he's a
what
big-
are you even talking about?
He's a big
Beat him
fan,
at
right?
chess. What's the deal?
he's the film Ultimate Warrior with Marlon Brando.
Oh,
Also
okay.
had-
Okay. No, I wasn't thinking that kind of Ultimate Warrior.
Obviously not.
No, obviously not.
So what the hell do you have to do with Father Merrin?
Well, I'm just happy to see that Brewmeister Smith is in the new Star
Yeah,
Wars
that's
film.
what he just said, Brewmaster Smith, just as you said it.
Yep.
All right, so let's go ahead and let's get to this. So Ravenshadow, you're driving down the road. You stop at the light. The weather's nice. You got the window open. Your locks are flowing.
Yeah.
The sweat's glistening all over your body.
My Lord, I'm flicking a smoke out the
You're
side.
flicking the smoke out the side.
Did anybody else think the end of the movie was a lot like Driving by Ravenshadow, by the way? Swerving all around. Stop.
Well,
I'm better to go.
and Ravenshadow,
Yes.
in the car next to you, you
Yeah.
hear this hilarious fucking show. You hear this guy named Dynamo.
It's not this
He's
episode.
just talking shit and making fun of people.
No.
You hear MonsterZero just fucking swearing.
No.
You hear this other guy named Michael Ravenshadow saying Bombaleo, Bombaleo.
Well, that's interesting.
Why?
That now I'm intrigued.
Okay.
Now
You
I'm
hear Tiny
intrigued.
White talking about modding synthesizers.
That's pretty cool.
And you hear Johnny trying to turn everyone's fucking volume down so
Oh,
don't
shit.
make the show sound like
Trying to keep control of everybody.
yeah. Try not to offend everyone.
Oh my lord! I hear
What
that.
what do you do when you hear this?
I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah. So what do you yell to the guy next to you?
What are you listening to?
And he goes, yo, bro, I'm listening to Trick or Treat Radio. It's on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and trickortreatradio.com.
It would have been better
What?
if he said he was listening to Halloween.
What?
What are you listening
What?
to, Crocus?
Except Winger.
When is it available?
It's available live on Wednesday nights on YouTube or Google Plus
Aldo Nova.
or on Fridays. Every Friday morning.
Dude, watch out! Watch out!
The blood flows red on the
Now we
streets.
only have
I
one
would
listener.
say this only ranks behind the fan bit as the worst thing I've ever had to sit through on sitting here.
And he died because he was listening to Trick or Treat Radio.
Blood on the asphalt.
If he was listening to Trick or Treat Radio,
What? If he was listening to it, what?
if he was listening to Trick or Treat Radio, he wouldn't have to listen to the other guy tell him what to listen to. So from now on, listen to Trick or Treat Radio.
You could have just saved that for your review. It would have been just as lucid.
Eat your fruit and shut the fuck up.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The boysenberries taste like boysenberries.
Do the snozberries taste like snozberries?
I think that's what it sounded like.
Built by force, you're not.
That's
Ravenshadow.
Ravenshadow asked the guy, "What are you listening to?"
Hey, listen to Trick or Treat Radio on StitcherRadio.com.
What about the
Watch
hole?
out for the tree! Watch out!
But what about the hole in the wall? Great job, kid. Teeth were meant to last a lifetime.
In life, you don't get another quarter.
How awesome was that car ejection in Raid 2, though?
Fucking awesome.
I haven't seen it. Shut up.
No spoiler.
Wait,
No
does a
spoiler.
car
They
inject?
have an
there's a-
ejector. One of the cars has an ejector seat.
Oh, nice.
You haven't seen that shit yet?
No, I haven't seen that shit.
No.
Oh my god!
You guys went to go fucking see it without me, you bitches.
You were at Muppet Party.
Muppet Party?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
You're at Labyrinth and
Yeah. What's
Black
wrong with
Crystal.
that?
What's wrong with Labyrinth?
Yeah.
Nothing, it's
What's wrong with
awesome.
Dark Crystal and Labyrinth?
they're both great.
Jesus.
But they
I wanna-
had
I
their
wanna see the
time.
guy-
Now it's time for Raid 2.
Nice. I want to see the guy from Raid 2 just bust into both of those movies and just
I
start
do too.
kicking Muppet ass.
You remind me of the Babe. What Babe? Kick to the neck.
So Ravenshadow,
Yes.
I want you to just tell the folks a real quick story. You know, just something. It can be inane. You know, whatever you want to do.
Are you trying to make this the worst first 45 minutes of the show?
No, I'm
ever?
just trying to cue up my my first break. Tell the folks
You know
something.
what? Listen, I was
Yeah.
listening to a good friend of ours, Andy Christ, on his radio program,
Yeah.
and there's some news that was brought to my attention. Lorenzo Lamas
Yep.
is bankrupt.
Whoa. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sucks.
And I think, who's our friend, who's the Cutler Muscle guy?
CDR.
CDR. CDR.
The
there's
other
something-
or the other
the
guy.
other one.
Yeah.
Something we should be concerned about.
By the way, CDR fucking ratted on me and told Jake McLeod was the reason he wasn't on the show.
I
was
heard.
because, yeah,
I heard that.
fucking jerks. Sorry.
But maybe we can get a Kickstarter for Lorenzo. 'Cause
Yeah.
There should be some like renegade money flowing.
Jesus
Right?
Christ. No.
Yeah. You see Rocky's comment in the chat room? It costs a lot of money to exchange your real skin for satellite.
Lorenzo Lamas definitely looks like he fell off Fabio and just like went about his own business.
Fabio Frizzi.
No, Fabio the
The butter guy.
yeah.
It costs a lot of money to exchange your real skin for a satellite. Yep, there it is.
It don't make no difference to me, yeah. They won't put me in a movie for free. It said you don't want to watch me in Renegade. Don't want to watch me in Renegade.
So
I can't believe the residual checks from Grease kind of
There you
petered
go.
out
Grease
on
2,
it.
sir.
No, Grease.
Was he in Grease 1?
Yeah.
Who was he in Grease 1?
He was the
He was John
he was the
Travolta.
jock. No, he was the jock.
Oh,
He was the grease.
He
He was Grease.
pretty much. Yeah, he was the jock who he stumbled through the
You're right.
he ended up with his football helmet on his foot or something like that.
Yeah, Falcon Crest. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I never watched it, but I remember it.
Yeah.
He was on that too.
Yeah.
all right, we need to go to
All right, we
go
gotta
to a
go.
break.
Let's
Jesus
fucking
Christ,
move.
guys.
Hey,
Way too fucking long.
Yeah, we need to talk about this fucking movie. Here
Treat.
Comes the Devil. Not yet. Don't blow your load early,
Trick.
Dynamo. I know you like to do that.
Half.
All right, so let's cut to a break. Ravenshadow.
Yeah.
Next time you're driving and you hear Trick or Treat Radio,
Yeah.
just buckle up. All right,
Yeah, no, I'm going to be on, what's it, 10 and 2?
10 and 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't do one of these deals where you put your hand on the 12 o'clock and
It's not bad. It's not bad shift.
Yeah, I'm looking like quarter
10
past
and 2?
4.
4:15.
Yeah.
The fuck's everybody talking about right now?
That's how I do.
Well, Dynamo doesn't drive, so
No.
he's a no.
No.
Dynamo crashes. All right, well, let's cut to a commercial, and we'll be right back to talk about Here Comes the Devil.
Do you love a scary story? Do you love to dance? The Big Scary Monster Hunts at Midnight is a collection of dark songs about sex, love, death, revenge, and the end of the world. Brought to you by the world's greatest monster hunting electroshock band, the Deadites. Available on iTunes, Google Music, Amazon, CD Baby, and all other digital distribution sites.
Hey there, this is R.A. Salvatore, call me Bob, and you're listening to Trick or Treat Radio.
Hello, darlings. It's your favorite whiskey-drinking, litigious, singing, dancing fantasy girl. Want to reach out to me and the world's greatest monster-hunting multimedia organization, the Deadites? Log on to Facebook.com/the Deadites. It's got all the info you need to follow the world's greatest monster hunting band, like live appearances, info on your favorite Deadite, music, and all the links you need to our new weekly multimedia and all our side endeavors. Too many letters on Facebook? That's okay, sugar. Just follow us on Instagram and Twitter @the Deadites. Hope to see you soon, and we'll leave the lights off.
We are back on Trick or Treat Radio. Back from the break.
So soon.
Did you miss us, everyone? Did you miss us? MZ, did you miss me?
You better believe I did. I didn't miss Ravenshadow and his fucking cigarettes.
Did anybody miss my shit pants party I was having in between breaks?
Nobody missed that.
Yeah, I caught
Oh, I mean, actually, I wish we missed it.
Fucking.
Do I have bladder control problems?
Do you have bladder control problems?
Yes.
Question: do I have bladder control problems?
Yes.
I have to pee like 3 times during this show every week. Why is that?
You should strap on a colostomy bag or something.
Are you diabetic?
Strap on.
I don't
Strap
know.
on a colostomy bag. There it is. All right. Well, let's jump into this movie. So we're going to talk about Here Comes the Devil from 2000 and It says it gives me 2 years here. I think it came out 2013. It says 12 underneath it, but
Maybe it came out December 31st at 12:01.
Maybe.
Maybe half the movie came out
maybe yeah.
in 1 year, and then the first playing went through to the next year.
You could be right. It is not rated. It's 97 minutes long. It's a horror thriller, directed and written.
Lesbian action movie.
It's written and directed by Adrian Garcia Bogliano, and it stars Francisco Barrero, Laura Caro, Alan Martinez, Michelle Garcia, and where's my boy? Lucio, David Arturo Cabazud. And the synopsis we have here: a married couple lose their children while on a family trip near some caves in Tijuana. The kids eventually reappear without explanation, but it becomes clear that they are not who they used to be, that something terrifying has changed them.
Kind of a big spoiler, like right from the synopsis, don't you think, a little bit?
Not
exactly,
not really.
but kind
Not
of
really.
like
No.
a little bit.
A little bit.
I will say that I had to go back and watch the first I watched the first five minutes a lot of times.
Yeah, yeah.
But I had to watch the first 15 minutes of this because I was annoying everybody that I was watching it with by singing, doing a literal version of it to the melody of the Pixies. Here come your man, and when the chorus would come, be here comes the devil. I was like, it starts with the real soft focus. Behind it, some girls are bumping tacos. And then a guy comes and beats the shit out of one of the girls. He cuts off her fingers and then goes humps them in a field. He looks up at a cave, hard pan to the cave again.
Why don't you go ahead first, Dynamo? Since
was that
you have a
going
lot
anywhere?
to say, yeah. Why don't
Just
you?
because I'm in the one fucking 4 people that don't know that song.
No, we all know.
Oh, yeah, we know a song.
Well, this fucking asshole doesn't even know what songs
Hey,
are.
hey, watch what you talk about Ravenshadow like that for, man.
Hey, I know what the song is.
Yeah, Ravenshadow knows songs, I guess.
I'm not a music connoisseur. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're just a
I'll
music
live.
sewer.
Excuse me, who just shit his pants just now? Who's the sewer around here?
Not music.
Dynamo, go!
I actually want to go last.
You wanna go last?
Yeah, I do have one question, though.
What?
Though I get that it's sexy in movies, someone needs to explain scissoring to me. It
Really?
Ravenshadow knows.
It just seems like a lot of fucking
Because
work.
I was going to bring that up.
Here's the
Yeah.
thing. I thought that was a myth. I thought that was just for that's what an Axel Braun might show.
Yeah.
But
There's
they really do that.
in one of my favorite films of all time.
I've seen that.
So have I. It's
Live.
Prudence, Sweet Prudence and the Erotic Adventures of Bigfoot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of scissoring, but it was much more real looking here. But so now that I understand the physics of it and practical life, it just seems like a lot of work.
So don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't scissor next time, Dynamo. Jesus.
This fingers and mouths, right?
No.
Seems like a lot of fucking positioning and having to do yoga.
Well, it's all angle and leverage.
And that was just one night, dude. That was just one special night. Just one night of bliss between 2 lovely young ladies,
Yeah, that's
one
right.
of which may regret it in the morning.
who we never saw again.
Exactly. Unfortunately. So smoking hot, both of them.
Yeah.
All right.
They had weird nipples, though.
Ravenshadow, you know what? Since Dynamo's deferring, I want you to talk about this. I don't want to call you a dummy this week.
Well, I really don't mean either. Neither do I.
Lead us off.
All right, I'm going to
Yeah.
bat off,
Go ahead.
lead off.
Yeah,
Bat off?
Bat
Bat-
off and lead off triple.
You're
Lead
gonna
off triple.
jack off lead off here.
All right, I'll fucking jerk the curtain.
He's jerking the gherkin.
No, that's what I said. And leading to this, I'm glad I listened to the show from last week because I had House of the Devil on my queue. I was confused.
Asshole.
But, thank you. I'm like, another fucking...
Good movie, though.
Yeah, another fucking, subtitle fucking movie. But I watched it. And when you press play, there's definitely some leg scissor action with some 2 girls that are doing their thing.
Let's only talk about that.
Yeah, carrying on.
Until we run out of time.
That was pretty good. And
There
then
are no ladies in the chat room right now, are there?
No.
There's
wanna-
probably going to be some ladies listening to this on Friday. so
Ladies, I
keep
want to
that in
know if
mind.
anyone has tried this and if it's a lot of work.
What, scissoring?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
No,
Take a
demonic,
fucking poll on the
demonic
fib.
possession. Bad parenting.
No, so anyway,
Were those the tags of this
Let
on
him go.
IMDb? Scissoring, bad parenting, demonic possession.
are you sure you don't want to go first?
Yeah.
Sorry,
I feel like you are. Yeah, so super sexy scene, and all of a sudden,
Super sexy singing swing.
super
swinging
sexy
scene.
lady swinging, and then it escalates quickly, and then it really takes a turn.
For the worst?
For the worst, and jumps ahead. This movie I did enjoy. It reminded me of when M. Night Shyamalan was good. There was definitely
Oh, when he did the Airbender movie?
No, I said was good from one movie up until the last good movie.
The Happening?
Before The Happening.
What's happening?
The one with the baby arm guy?
What baby?
The woman in the lake?
Yeah, Lady in the Lake. Lady in the Water.
Okay.
That one.
Hold on. I think I have. Can I just play quickly a scene from the beginning of this movie?
Sure.
Yeah.
Why don't one of you guys go first?
Why do you wanna-
Just real quick, because it augments your review.
Okay.
What was
Anybody?
that? No.
Oh, did it not come across?
We could
No.
hear
Sounded
it.
very tinny.
No, that's too bad. Let me try one more time. Hold on.
It's not working.
Sounds like it's underwater.
Yeah, it's not working.
That's too bad because
He's really proud of himself. It's a shame it didn't
God,
come
hold
through.
on. I'll link it to you, Johnny. One sec.
Put it in the.
What the fuck's
put it,
happening?
Put it in the hangout.
Yeah, hold on.
I don't even know what's happening. Ravenshadow, continue.
so
I can't believe you asked me if my funny pixie song was going anywhere. He's just.
I
fucking
listen to the
unaudible sound
Pixies.
sites.
I listen to the Pixies. Now shut the fuck up. Let Ravenshadow
Thank
talk.
Oh yeah, Mr. fucking Manners over here.
I'm not the one farting in front of everybody while eating fruit.
That's not impolite. It's very like. it's
So
like
it
French.
opens up with the two beautiful lovelies knocking Das Uglies.
All right, hold on. Let me play Tiny's thing here.
Oh, is that a fucking? It's a GI Joe thing.
Yeah, hell yeah, it is.
I'm treading water.
Wait, don't spoil it.
Motion. I'm treading water.
No, rewind. Sorry, rewind.
Water alone.
You tell me 21 seconds.
I'm sorry, I was wrong. Hold on.
Oh, Jesus. This is the worst
Johnny,
fucking
move your head.
segment
I can't
ever.
see.
This show sucks.
Okay, sorry. 10 seconds. 10 seconds.
Oh, that's much different. All right, here we go.
Keep cool. Use your head. Don't lose it. Open and close your legs like a scissor. Keep up a steady rhythm. Now cup your hands
Keep
downward
up a
and
steady
move them in
rhythm.
a figure 8 motion.
Whoa, hey now.
You got it. Never
All right,
play around
all right.
water alone.
Now I know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Why?
This is going to be the show of the infinite setup.
Why? Why did I? Why
Infinite
did Duke
Santa.
steal that police car to save that kid?
And yeah. I've been wondering that since 84.
Infinite setup 8000.
That's it. That's the instructional video for the ladies.
Why
Open
don't
and
we
close
have
your
no
leg
one
like
is
a
half the
scissor.
battle
Keep up a
Deadite?
steady rhythm.
Keep cool. Use your head. Don't lose it. Open and close your legs like a scissor. Keep up a steady rhythm. Now cup your hands downward and move them in a figure 8 motion.
Does that even work?
You got it. Never play around.
All right.
Oh, shit.
Ravenshadow, go.
I'm fucking trying.
For the
man.
5th time, go,
I'm fucking
man.
trying. Yeah. So it opens up.
Listen to Tiny.
He's dying over there, man.
I can see
We can
him.
hope.
Cool. Use your head. Don't lose it. Open and close your legs like a scissor.
Open and close your legs like a scissor.
Oh, the hands part I didn't even get to.
What was that? What was that one called, Ravenshadow?
Keep up a steady rhythm.
That wasn't Deep
Now
Six.
cup
Deep
your
That's
Six.
hands
Torpedo.
downward and move them in
He's
a
the
figure
original.
8 motion.
I'm treading water.
You got it. Never play around.
I'm treading water.
Open
Keep
your
cool.
legs and close them like a scissor.
Use your head, don't lose it. Fucking help me, fucking torpedo.
You got a fucking oxygen set up on and you're fucking yelling
Wow.
instructions to me? Let's fucking pull my ass out of
Throw me
here.
a fucking lifesaver, douchebag.
You weird nationality asshole.
Go fuck yourself,
Like, what is
torpedo.
that fucking accent?
Oh shit! It's timely because the movie.
What?
Is he like? He might be like.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you serious?
What?
Are you serious?
Sorry.
Why else would he fucking play that?
Are you fucking kidding me, dude? You're just
My
getting
God.
that now?
I thought it was because of the lesbian thing.
Oh, my
Yes,
God.
it is.
Oh.
Scissoring.
Scissor!
No, but he's Spanish.
Oh, oh my God.
Ah!
You are the fucking worst.
I don't want to
not-
hear anybody talking shit about me again. And now Dynamo's breaking the shit apart.
Yep. Ladies, cup your hands down and move them in a figure 8 motion.
Yeah.
And move your legs up
If any,
open and close like a scissor.
you could
Yeah.
be a professor in jerkography.
No, there was symmetry there.
Yeah, because of the scissoring, not because of the.
No, not because of his nationality, you
Why
idiot.
is that?
I don't think there's any symmetry between common sense and your brain.
Can we overdub that scene, please?
Keep cool! Use your head, don't lose it! Open and close your legs like a scissor! Keep a steady rhythm! Now cup your hands downward and move them in a figure 8 motion.
I'm treading water.
There's nobody even, like, what are you talking about? The nationality.
He's very tan.
He's Italian.
No, no, but that's. I mean, it's fine. He's a special operative. He got out.
He's a Spanish operative.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Oh my
All right,
God.
please
I'm sorry
continue.
I'm
to
fucking
interrupt.
trying, man. I got
that was
fucking.
worth it.
I got fucking torpedo over here.
Oh, Rocky wants MZ to do the Spanish voiceover.
Yeah.
No dice, man. Not now. We're trying to get this review done. Jesus Christ.
Ravenshadow,
All right.
go.
Treat. No. Once
Good,
again,
good. That's enough. All right, let's go to the next person.
Shit went down, and it was like fucking. Was the serial killer that broke in? He had a collection of fingers, didn't he?
Yes.
Yes.
That was kind of weird.
He fucked him. I think he dry humped him in a field.
Yeah, and then he made him run for it to the cave, where then he fucked the earth for a little while. That was kind of odd. Flash forward to the family on tour or vacation, and I like them. They seem very real. Everyone, I did some research on the wife.
Unreal families.
Unreal families. And like, is that what that's like? I heard of that. No, but basically, yeah, they fucking in Tijuana, amongst their problems.
Have you
and-
ever fingered your wife in a truck stop?
Oh my God.
Have you? Like on vacation?
Has anybody?
Whoa, what do you say?
No, I don't mean it that way.
I think only 2 of us are married. Okay, so
Yeah. Not a truck stop.
She likes it.
Yeah, hey, this movie I liked a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It had some. Who's that motherfucker who I hate?
Okay, good.
The motherfucker Rosemary's Baby.
George
Motherfucker.
Washington.
No.
oh, the cherry tree motherfucker.
No, the fucking Polanski.
Roman Polanski.
It had like this guy. I like this director.
Why do you hate Roman Polanski?
Well, the whole fucking the girl in the tub thing, underage girl.
Yeah. There's that whole
That
thing
was
going
bad.
on, which is why he lives
Did you
in
call her an
France.
overage girl?
How
No.
under was she?
I think she was like 14 or 15 at the time.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty under.
Yeah.
That's pretty under.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the over/under is.
That said, I don't know. I guess fucking Shannon Tate doesn't erase that. Like,
Yeah,
but that was fucking awesome. They did that, right?
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
You know Shannon Tate?
Shannon Tate.
Oh, that he did Shannon Tate.
Yeah,
You mean
the
Sharon
fucking-
Tate.
Sharon Tate.
Sharon Tate. Sorry, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
The hottest girl in the history
Piece
of
of
hot.
ass.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Fearless jackoff for Pyre Hunters.
this movie was pretty good. I liked
I liked it.
this film. I didn't love this film. It changed. It reminded me of like you're thinking like Paranormal Activity. You're not sure where this is going.
Yeah.
Basically, after the super sexy scene. Oh, this review.
You just
Quite
walked
frankly,
into that one.
Wait, 1 second. Sorry to interrupt again. I got to read Rocky his comment here in the chat room. 2 questions from this show that will be left to understand the human race after society collapses. Number 1, have you ever fingered your wife at a truck stop? And number 2, ever fuck a man with metal balls? Ravenshadow?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have?
No.
Okay.
I don't want it to be too spoiler heavy. I want people to watch this. This was actually good.
Yeah.
It was a very breezy, taut thriller.
Taut.
It was a taunty thriller.
Didn't teach you geography.
No, it wasn't. We weren't reviewing geography. But I like the fact that, the kids go away and they come back different. Spoiler alert: the kids get lost. The couple was very real. I liked that little moment in the truck stop. It just seemed very real to me. As it progressed, I'd like to watch this again to kind of see stuff I might have missed. And I got some questions. I think there's some subtext that I'd like to talk to Johnny about.
Just me?
Yeah, or you guys too, because I feel there was like some tells. Like I don't want to be too spoilery, so
don't.
Just imply, and we all saw the movie. We'll know what you mean.
Like there seemed to be some like implications. Like it was odd that they made a point that the younger or the girl had her menses.
Yeah.
Early on, that seemed significant, and then it made the point to when the mother was caring for the daughter, the father was like, "Oh, this happens to girls, except when they're pregnant." And then the younger boy, seemed to kind of like ponder that. They both.
I think he was pondering it because he probably didn't really understand what pregnant was, not because he was.
Oh, he knew what pregnant was. He was
not
like
because
12
he was
years
evil.
old.
Yeah.
He wasn't evil yet.
No, but then they walk off. She gives him the watch. You guys go have fun. We're gonna sleep and chill. You guys go. Come back in an hour and a half.
Your dad's gonna finger
And-
me. Talk to you later.
But that was nice. That was hot. That was that was a little sexy.
It was,
real.
yeah. They were dirty too, like talking
Yeah.
about people that
Very
they had
sensual.
experiences
It was
with.
very sensual.
I love that. I think that's hot too.
Yeah.
And it was very real.
It was. It was different. It was different.
There was some stuff going on with the kids that, once again, there's a subtext kind of involved. It seemed to play out in a very real way, and I've never really seen a husband and wife kill scene that I can really recall.
It's good, right?
And it was kind of and it was cool. And then their after kill little business was kind of neat too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of want to talk about it. So
all right, we'll go around
let's
and
just talk.
interject.
Yeah.
MZ, what do you think?
Well, I noticed right away that there was a lot of inspirations in this film. I noticed there was a lot of De Palma involved with the background and the close up of a character either on the left or on the right. Yeah. That's very De Palma-esque. I also noticed there was a lot of Jess Franco involved in this film with a lot of zooms. They went crazy with the zooms, man. And that's
very 70s zooms.
Yeah. And Jess Franco would have been absolutely jealous of this film just based on that alone. And I gotta admit, I gave myself a little giggle when of what happens to Lucio in the film. I thought that was quite ironic and probably a calling card to Lucio Fulci. At first, I really wasn't sure where this movie was going. At first, I thought I wasn't sure. It was like maybe an abduction movie, or then it turns itself into a supernatural thriller, which was actually pretty damn decent. Because I'm a sucker when it comes to supernatural or ghost movies. They always get me, and this one got a couple of scenes in it that made me get a nice little chair jump. The characters I thought were great. Lucio, I thought was a total skeeve. I thought he was fantastic. With the few lines that he had in the film, I thought he was great.
Didn't that opening scene remind you guys of the Young Buck scene from, what was it?
Yes.
That same leering sort of
ABCs of Death.
That's you're talking about period sniffing panty Michael Ravenshadow, right? Is that the guy you mean?
Yes, exactly.
Right.
And like Ravenshadow said, I thought the chemistry between the mother and the father, as well, actually the whole family before the shit went down was actually pretty good. When the kids came back later on in the film, you know, it's like, you know, they got some psychological problems because of what they felt what happened, and it's like, I mean, yeah, maybe the daughter definitely, but the son was just like out of his mind as well. And
Something
it's
was
like,
off.
Yeah, something was definitely off character-wise, and I can't believe that I had a really hard time buying into the fact that the mother and father just never even realized that. You know, it was quite evident in their, you know.
Did you guys think it was like a little overdone? I felt that the kids, the way that they scripted the kids in that latter portion of the movie was just overdone. There was just there was no interaction at all. Just like
very.
Well, I also think that they had a pretty traumatic event, so I think the parents just thought like, oh, these kids are dealing with being lost, and they were gone for a whole night, and they didn't want to talk about it, and that's what I thought.
Yeah, but I mean, say like after that experience, I think the movie takes place maybe in a span of maybe 2 weeks, maybe a little longer. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it felt like to me.
Yeah, and I think Tiny is right. I mean, the fact that the kids were still unresponsive, completely out of character, out of their own character, that is, that they just don't either realize it or really don't do much about it. They just take care of it in a situation where if the girl was a rape victim, then all right, yeah, you would handle it. But the dialogue between the two and the interaction of the kids between the parents, it just didn't jive with me.
Right.
But what you got here is a really decent thriller because the story build up is really nice. It's got I love the way it's lit. I fell in love with the way it's lit, especially the dark scenes.
Yep.
Fell in love with it. I'm like, God damn, this is nice.
I loved everything except inside the cave, which I think is a hard thing to light if it's a real cave.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I agree. And at the end, I mean, you got Ravenshadow driving away. But no, I mean, given everything aside, I mean, what you got here is a really interesting thriller, and it's definitely worth another look.
1 in I'd say 5. I'd say 4 in 10 people didn't like. The last minute of that was completely lost on them.
The last, you think so?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
I don't think so.
I followed that easy. That was easy.
I think that, in addition to the way that the kids acted, was too much. Honestly, it's just like it almost didn't give you credit for being able to understand what went on, like what the whole point of the movie was, I guess. But I don't know. I don't see anybody missing that.
No, that was pretty.
You
easy
don't think
to follow.
the driving away thing?
And it gave you tells,
No,
though.
Yeah,
no,
but-
because
but-
remember when the dad was teaching the boy how to drive.
Right.
Yeah, but
It was
but
easy to-
MZ right now is telling
Which
you that
doesn't
he understood
work.
that. This is the guy that didn't understand the zombie movie, and he's telling you that he understood the punchline at that end.
Yeah.
So everybody's going to understand that. That's not subtle.
Come on, man.
I don't know. I think that you're giving people too much credit.
And also, of course, the sex scenes were just phenomenal. I mean, you got two chicks scissor fucking each other on the bed, man, which is really fucking hot. You got these warm, hot, sweaty young bodies pressing up against each other. Hot bodies sweating, bodies and sex. Oh, Tiny. Oh, Jesus. Oh, wait.
I might have to do a remix of that.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, jeez. I'm rubbing myself up against the fucking desk here.
Hold on.
Keep cool! Use your head, don't lose it! Open and close your legs like a scissor!
You take that advice, MZ. Take it to heart.
So that's it for me.
Yeah, MZ, I'll give you a beat, and you do your review of it.
Yeah,
all right?
do
I don't
that
have any
again.
music for you, but
We just did.
That's it. Your review's over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that it?
I think MonsterZero just invented rash fiction.
Expect the first episode next week.
Yeah, yeah. The horrifying thing is both of those girls shaved their vaginas bald 2 days before.
Yeah.
Stubble, just horrible, horrible. That would be a horror movie right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stubble, scissor fucking.
Oh God. That's a that's a
Stubble
rash.
scissor fucking.
Cuts in the skin that'll never go away.
Jesus.
Who's next, Johnny?
Oh yeah.
Hot bodies, sex, baby.
Scissor, baby.
Come on, baby. You know you want a scissor fuck. That's it, baby. Two hot pussies bumping in the night.
Oh God.
And not even a single dude in sight.
I think I'd rather just grab a dildo than scissor with Rufus and Ronaldo. I think it would be weird, like rubbing my pussy up against the ham.
Yeah, let's stop that. Let's stop that right now.
All right.
That's it for me.
All right, Tiny, why don't you talk about it?
This movie, man, I don't know. Like, there was so much of it that I liked. I liked the 70s feel of it. It was a total throwback to those, I don't know, again, like House of the Devil, those devil movies. There are just like certain movies that are just straight up, it's not like anything other than a devil movie. You know what I mean? Like, what was it, Race Against the Devil or Race with the Devil? They all kind of feel the same way. That they have that weird...
Stand here and get fucked by the devil at midnight.
Exactly, all those, all the classics, all the standbys. But Rosemary's Baby, they all, to me anyway, they all have that same sort of thing. And maybe it's because I was raised, you know, fearing the devil or whatever. But they all give you that same weird feeling. It's not like a ghost movie, and it's not like a slasher movie. It's like a fucking devil movie where there's no beating him, there's no winning. You know what I mean? The best you can do is survive, basically. You know, and not be unaffected by it. But there's no winning. There's no like absolute defeat because that's not a defeatable enemy, you know. But I don't know. Yeah, the scenes looked great. I thought that the scripting was really good. You know, the dialogue was really good. I thought some of the scenes were really unnecessarily pensive and long and drawn out. Like I know that they wanted to let the actors chew up, you know, film and stuff, but I just don't think so. Like it just didn't seem necessary to me. Do you guys feel what I'm talking about in this movie?
Yeah.
There was like a lot of those just like emotional like scenes with the husband and wife, but no dialogue and no like body language, just like trying to emote through like tense, like just tension and stuff like that, which just wasn't really. I didn't feel like it was necessary. I didn't think it did anything for the movie, but there were definitely many redeeming parts of this movie. The sort of reveal towards the end was really good. I thought just really super creepy and old school, and I like old school like creepy horror like that. I don't think they really did it that well, to be honest, though. Like you have the serial killer in the beginning, and she's like, "Did you see his eyes? Did you see his eyes?" And the whole thing, and like, get it? Like he was doing evil, like he was killing people, and you know that thing that was off in this movie was off with that guy. But like the kids, like nothing happened. Like they were creepy, but so what? They didn't do anything evil. You know what I mean? I mean, they did that weird thing, but they didn't do anything evil. They weren't out killing people or like, you know, cutting the heads off of rabbits and the parents are finding them in the backyard. It was none of that stuff. Just weird kids. That's it. Big fucking deal. Like total fail, I think, to not even imply that some stuff was going on.
Right.
You know, and again, we have to be real careful not to spoil the punchline. But you would think that, given the context of what was going on in this movie, that they would have to do that stuff. Mm-hmm. You know, not just sit in front of the TV and watch TV, that they would have to do that other stuff.
Enough for nothing. I'm from the South, so some of that shit's not even that weird in that part of the world.
What do you mean? Someone wants...
I don't want to get too spoiler.
That other stuff, the other evil stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that was part of it. I mean, because, like, clearly, again, this was a devil movie, not a straight-up like possession movie or an alien abduction movie. It was none of that stuff. It was just about evil and sin, right? So maybe that was sufficient. Maybe that was enough to to accomplish the task or whatever, the feeding or whatever. But I don't know. Like, yeah, I mean, this wasn't my favorite movie of all time, but there were some scenes that I felt were sufficiently redeeming that that I don't regret watching it. I think the hopefully the deliberate 70s throwbacks with the zooms and the rack focus and stuff like that, the close-ups and stuff like that. If that was all deliberate, then bravo, like really well done for a throwback movie like that. If it was just straight up cinematography and that's what they chose without knowing that they were going with it for a 70s look, then I'm not so sure about that. But I trust that they did that deliberately. This movie seemed pointed enough and deliberate enough for me to trust that that's what they were going after. I think, anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think some of the dialogue, the dialogue for that whatever, like diddling scene in the car was really good. Like,
That's not. Those were adults.
yeah.
Like that's. I don't think that. I think diddling is. Yeah, like that doesn't
yeah.
work. Yeah, like of all the diddling that allegedly may have gone in that film, that wasn't one of the times.
Yeah.
He finger banged her.
Yeah.
No, it was
All
a
right.
sexy time. It was a couple of grown-ups.
Yeah.
That's not what I call diddling. I call diddling hands down the pants and you're wiggling your fingers.
Yeah.
No, that's called fingering.
Yeah.
Yeah, no reason to make it.
No, fingering is when you actually have your finger up a vagina.
So I think his finger was in there.
Yeah, but they didn't show it. Just like they didn't reveal that girl was a zombie. We don't know. She may have become a zombie. They never said that.
Johnny screen share.
No.
Bring that up.
So
bring that up.
yeah, I mean, again, not the best movie I've ever watched, and I think that they really could have done a lot with this if they had just kind of gone for it. Let me put it this way: I really liked the trailer a lot. You know what I mean? I think if they delivered on what the trailer presented, and and had a full-blown movie with a lot of sort of depth and dynamic to it, then that would have been a different story. But the trailer kind of was the dynamic of this movie. The trailer kind of hit all the high points, hit all the weird points. Kind of. Not. I mean, there were a couple in there that weren't exactly addressed in the trailer, like was it Lucio?
Yeah.
The Lucio character and stuff like that. That was a pretty epic scene. I thought. I haven't quite seen anything like that.
Yeah, it was pretty.
In recent memory, anyway. So that was quite something. I watched this with Tiny Wife, and she had her eyes covered for that scene. And I was just like, when the stabbing started, she covered her eyes, and I was just like, okay, I'll tell you when it's over. And I was just like, holy shit! Oh my god! Like, where the fuck did that come from? It just went over the top very, very quickly. But yeah, no, good stuff. The cinematography was excellent.
I won't look into the finger banging stunt.
I think the directing was good, but maybe they tried to make it a little, maybe just a touch too artsy. You know what I mean? I don't think it needed that. I think it needed more the evil stuff, the creepy stuff.
Yeah. Let's see. I didn't take a ton of notes. I'm really sort of mixed about this film. I loved a lot of things about it, and I sort of am on the same page with Tony that I think there were some missed opportunities here. I don't know what you guys are probably going to think I'm reading too much into this as usual, but do you think there's a resemblance between the cave opening looking like a vagina?
Yes.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I caught that too. Yeah.
Okay. Because, at the time they were talking about, like the period and like all this stuff. It seemed like there was something very
Sexy.
sexy. A
About
cave opening.
about a stone vagina.
Yeah, I wanted to go splunking.
Yeah.
I gotta have.
Yeah, there's nothing subtle about the
Yeah.
symbolism of a cave opening
Yeah.
and them talking about.
Yeah.
Right.
This cave smells weird.
I stepped in something.
Tiny, you may be able to verify this, and maybe you Ravenshadow as well, but it seemed like the moral of the story is don't have sex while you're married with kids or they'll disappear. Is that right?
I'm
Really?
pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. They didn't have sex.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they didn't have sex. They were finger banging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So think about what they would have done if they he plopped another load in it. Those kids never would have come back.
Yeah.
I mean, I like.
I'll help you out, Ravenshadow. There, like,
Hey.
well, I mean, I'm just trying to help.
Yeah, well,
Saw a fucking log. Those kids will never come back.
yeah. Just give me a blueberry.
I will, but it's more sexy for girls here.
Yeah, I love the scene with it with Lucio. Like that was a great scene.
Yeah. Yes, it
One
was.
of the highlights of the film, I think.
That was
Tremendously. That's one of my favorite. Actually, my favorite lighting in it is that scene.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm actually looking to see how much this film cost. I can't remember what was the site that we used, Dynamo. Do you remember the name of it? Box Office something or other.
Don't use that site. Ravenshadow goes berserk.
Oh, Box Office Mojo.
No, it's not. But that's a good one too. If you actually give him facts and figures in the middle of a conversation, he will call you a troll.
Box Office Mojo. Let me see if.
The Green Hornet flop. So, well, no, actually, it didn't flop. It cost this much. It made this much. You're a troll.
Yeah, when's Green Hornet 2 coming out?
I don't know.
I'll wait.
I'll wait.
You're gonna be waiting a long time.
Thank you, MonsterZero.
I think it just tells you how much it made as opposed to how much it costs to make.
I think it might be box office numbers. I don't. Maybe. Actually, I probably still.
Wikipedia doesn't say.
No, it doesn't.
Not always.
So, anyways, this film does not have a big budget. It's clear.
Oh yeah.
There was one scene. It's at the beginning. It's when they're at the gas station. I think it's after the kids go missing or something like that. It looked very digital, but for some reason the rest of the film didn't really look that way to me. I don't know why. Like typically digital, you can sort of tell digital, but they do a good job of making it look like film a lot of times. But there was like one scene in particular where it really kind of bugged me that I was like, wow, it just looks like a different frame rate or something. It just looked really odd. Did you notice any of that, Tiny?
I totally did.
No, you
I
did, Dynamo.
Yeah. I felt like what it looked like to me. I mean, my TV isn't as good as you guys, and actually, as of yesterday, a little worse. It looked to me like they were doing too much to make it look like film, and like sometimes when they would move, like if there was like a transition from like outside into inside, like when they went, they came into the room from outside, like it looked like the light kind of had to like catch up with it in a way that like you like almost like a phone camera does.
Yeah, I could see that. It bugged me a little bit. It wasn't.
And it also seemed like they tried to do too much to make it look like film. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It was processed isn't the right word, but like over fucked with.
Stimulated.
Overstimulated. You were overstimulated.
Yeah. Oh my God.
The devil is a perv.
Yeah.
There's I don't want to say too much, but there's a couple scenes in here. If they were possessed or whatever, whatever. I don't know how much we want to get into that or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I forgot about the other girl.
he sure is a perv.
Oh yeah. Hey now.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Felix, who is the husband, this is a Ravenshadowism. He looked to me like the Mexican Giovanna Ribisi.
Yeah.
What do you think, Ravenshadow?
Yeah, I'm with that.
You with
See?
that? You done with that?
Yeah.
That's the guy with the hot redheaded sister, not the guy that wants to bang MonsterZero.
Yes.
Okay.
No, yeah.
There was some great
his sister married
nudity in this.
This guy.
You
There
said
was.
that, I
I'm
think.
with you. Yeah.
This guy does sex like really.
Really,
He does sex. This guy
really
does
good.
sex good.
I could watch him. I could watch him all day long.
Right
Yeah,
here
this
through the
guy.
grapevine, this guy do sex really good.
This guy is This guy is obsessed with sex in the body and perversion.
That's a great place for
That's
sex.
the best place for it.
in
really.
in the same way, and I said and the body, in the same way that like I am like musically, like I've seen 3 of his films now, and like it's definitely a motif.
Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm.
So
Motif.
someone had said this. I think a couple of you guys have actually said this, but it felt like a very 70s film, and I would totally agree with that. Like De Palma, Dynamo shaking his head no, but that's fine. He'll have his opportunity to talk. Oh, okay. and I think it was creepy. Like they did a good job of establishing tone.
Yeah.
I actually really liked the score. I thought the score was pretty good. And I think he did a really nice job of just establishing the tone he wanted to.
You did a really nice job making this.
Adrian Garcia Bogliano did a really good job with this film.
You know what though? There was one part of the soundtrack, the like guitar, the guitar with the delay on it.
I know what you mean. Yep.
I didn't like that.
I didn't.
No?
I thought it sounded like vocals were gonna kick, like lyrics were gonna kick in at
No.
any time.
Okay.
These kids are fucking.
The
Walking up the mountain, like you expected, like some weird folky like
yeah.
bullshit to come. It
Biscuits and gravy.
was just like too. It was too clear. I don't know how to put it, but it wasn't subtle enough.
So yeah, there was certainly some good stuff in this, but I think there were some missed opportunities as well. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more happen, but I like the tone, I like the setup, and I think it built to a nice crescendo, and then I think the ending was fine. But maybe that's part of it. Maybe he just didn't. It's all about the feel and the vibe. It's not so much about what crazy shit happens.
You know what I didn't really understand though. The scene where you guys will know what I'm talking about if I say this. The scene with the feet under the bed. Okay, the feet like seen under the bed. Towards the end.
I don't have any idea what you're
Yeah.
fucking
She's
talking
in
about.
the
neither
room
do I.
and she's watching these, like people walk into the room.
Oh yeah, right.
That real creepy scene.
Yeah.
Why that? I don't understand. It was like spirits or what the fuck was going on?
Well, that's something that I don't like. I have two takes on that.
Okay.
I think that we've been so good about not being spoily.
Right.
I think that once, what I thought as it was happening was once they knew, there was no reason to hide anymore.
Okay. All right.
Because the actual.
But they weren't actually there, right?
Yeah,
I
well,
mean,
that's what I mean. Like they weren't. It wasn't like. I think I'll wait to my turn because it falls directly into my.
It is your turn.
Okay, it falls directly into my. I'm going to say it right here. I like this movie, but I'm going to tell you that I am not 100% why. Sometimes we watch some movies where I feel like I might have missed something. Barbarian Sound Studio was a
Barbarian.
was a good Barbarian Baby Sound Studio was a good one of those.
enough.
Like, I feel like I got it. I saw it all. I understand the subtext that we talked about during the review and like everybody's point, but I still feel like I missed something.
Mhm.
In this one, I wonder if I missed something because like I wasn't quick on the uptake, or because it wasn't. I really hate to ever say anything bad about a director who I really like, especially when it's a movie that I do like. I guess I'll just come out and say it, like that maybe it wasn't there, like maybe it wasn't delivered strong enough for me to be sure, because there was the scene we were just talking about where there was the spooky feet. And that made me think, like, oh, well, this is why. Well, then there's no reason to hide it. But then were they pretending to be drugged? Were they pretending to be normal originally?
Right.
Like there's a lot of stuff that I feel like they didn't give any tells that they weren't okay. Like, were they levitating for her entertainment?
Right. That's
what I
kind of-
mean?
That's kind of
Like-
the shit that I'm talking about. It's just like, what? Why? What? Like,
Yeah.
like just to be supernatural? Like, there's
Right.
no point. There's
Did
no
they
point to
set up the pedophile guy, or were they afraid of him because of he would set up the wards and give the, you know what I mean? Like were they afraid of him because he was aware of them?
No. Well, they told. They explained that actually.
Well, that's what I mean, though. That why would is that why the kids were like screaming and stuff like that? Or
Yeah,
was it
because I mean, I'm going to formulate a sentence without trying to spoil the movie.
right,
Because that guy saw what was in the cave. I can say that.
right. That's my question, though. Like that's kind of that's. I feel like that wasn't directly said, but there was like some exposition of
It actually was.
Well, no, the line was there,
Yeah.
but like I didn't think that's.
The line was there, but you didn't think that. What
No,
they
I didn't
said
think
they
that.
meant. Or?
No. But I thought that he had seen what was in Oh.
You saw the
Right.
things in the
Yeah.
cave.
So there is.
There you go.
So there was like an element of it, but the problem was I was kind of like, where see a movie like A Field in England where I kind of got lost in myself and was kind of like just drifting, like letting the movie take me where it was. In this, I found that I was like trying to tie together a lot of stuff that didn't naturally
It's almost like a mystery. Like you kind of had to put the tie the pieces together a little bit.
And until the end, I thought the mom might be fucking nuts, right?
Yeah. Well, especially because like they didn't discuss any of the shit that she was finding out about.
Right, and here's that's another one of my problems. Like on both of them, if you conspire to commit like homicide, in the night, like you get a like tightness with that other person. Like even if it's not your wife, you know what I mean? One of two things happen: you fucking both like never see each other again.
Right.
Or you grow a bond. And it seemed like after the after-party shower showed that they were going to grow a bond.
Mm-hmm.
But then, other than the scenes where the policeman was there, just for like, more for exposition than any other story point at all, she all of a sudden was keeping things from him.
Yeah.
And it didn't make any sense. And he was incredulous about things. Like, not like... If somebody said, like, I think there's something the matter with our children, I get that, okay? I would be incredulous, right?
Yeah.
But I would be interested because of everything else that had happened.
Yeah.
Like, my kids had supposedly been sexually abused, and we committed homicide. Like, so I'm not going to be like, I'm working.
Yeah.
So, like, that didn't work for me. Like, that quarter of the film, like, neither of their behavior worked. I felt like... her taking matters in her own hands kind of fell into like a cliche that happens in these movies a lot.
She went into that fucking, considering what she thought was going on.
Right.
She went into that cave pretty fucking readily, I thought. Just like, I'm just gonna walk in here with no flashlight and just go check it out. Yeah. There's no fucking way your freaking knees would be shaking, like even thinking about walking into that place.
Right.
If you even remotely convinced that what was going on was going on.
Yeah. And the other thing that I didn't like about this was it sort of did a lot, even though it did show you flashes and stuff, it sort of did that thing that found footage movies do where people explain to you what happened and explain what they saw. And, like, being of which that this wasn't a found footage movie, that was frustrating. A lot of the reveals worked, like the... smoking hot babysitter with the
pierced nipples.
The pierced nipples and the
hey now.
And the weird little Charlie Day feet on her sternum. But
which was awesome, I thought.
Yeah, I did too.
Great visual.
But like it was never quite enough. This movie might not have been very expensive. And it was probably done very much on the cheap. But the other two films I've seen from this cat, I felt like he did more with maybe as much or not too much more. One of his films, which was really steeped heavy in women's body politics, which was Rooms for Taurus, is fucking like one part like Jack Ketchum, one part John Carpenter, like totally weird, uncomfortable business. Black and white, grimy. One of my favorite films that I saw that year. So for him to kind of like, I just feel like this movie maybe should have been in between. It felt like it would have been in between Rooms for Taurus and the little bit I've seen of I can't say it, Penumbra and the entirety of the state representative John Penenda. The entirety of Cold Sweat, which was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So, that said, I did like this movie. There was just some stuff that didn't work. There's enough that did work. I spent a good part of the day making sure that I'm going to fucking say it, making sure that I wasn't going to say that this movie was a treat because of the fucking all the good tits and ass in it. but really, it
It didn't hurt.
no, it didn't hurt.
No.
It was a
This is where our
little
rating.
out of place. Not the babysitter, but the beginning scene totally gratuitous.
I would
yeah.
never change our rating system because it's what makes us
Mm-hmm.
us. But this is for me one of those instances where it doesn't work. You know,
Okay.
because this is a B for me
Mm-hmm.
or a 6. You know, like, but to be definite that it was this or that, like, just doesn't work because the way I normally make that decision is if there was more than I'm very mathematical about it. If there's more that I disliked about it than liked, or vice versa.
Yeah.
And I feel like there was, at very least, it was even. Or if it was less, the stuff that I disliked were kind of big things. You know, like
Yeah,
so.
sure. I don't think this movie had any fatal flaws. Like nothing that was like a real break.
No.
Like some of the stuff, like I said, some of the stuff where like she didn't talk to the husband afterwards, and the long, drawn out, unnecessarily drawn out scenes, stuff like that. Like that made the movie a little worse for me, but still didn't nearly offset the more interesting things.
I've never made a movie, and I never will make a movie. But I feel like to make a successful movie, you should like kind of look at it like know everything going into it. So you're kind of outweighing some of your pros before you get to your cons, and then hoping that there's not enough of a fucking, you know, happy and unhappy accidents to make it swing the other way.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like if he had realized that the time he was going to spend on these really unnecessary flourishes of style and just spent them up front in front of the word processor, I feel like he would have had a much better flick.
Yeah, I mean, did he write this movie or
Yeah.
just direct?
Yeah, he wrote,
I mean, the dialogue for the most part was really good. Even the like the detective coming in and like the conversation that he'd had with the mom and with the parents both and stuff like that. Like really good tense dialogue, you know what I mean? And the dialogue of them in the car when they were finger banging or whatever.
It's the type of
good
thing
stuff.
that doesn't often happen in independent film and happens in big budget, like, you know, films run by you know, a Congress of people, is that
Congress of the Cow.
cow. What's funny is I was going to make a Congress of the Cow during the scissoring joke and decided not to. Where I feel like more worked. This didn't work, but more work than didn't work, and the dialogue's good and the girls are sexy, so, you know, let's go. I feel like this was kind of an instance where this is my fucking worst nightmare as a writer, like, where I'm like, isn't this a clever little hook? But the chorus kind of just meanders, you know. Like, and I feel like that's an instance of what this is. Like, there's a lot of
the verses. You mean?
Yeah, sorry, right.
Yeah, I'm with you.
There's a lot that works here, but there's just some things that don't tie up, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I don't disagree with that. The things that I mentioned in particular.
Right, I agree.
We ready to go to a verdict then, Dynamo?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and do the verdict.
Trick or treat, baby.
I wonder if people would say you're a trick or a treat.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
Somebody get us out of this game. We
All
fell
right.
down. Somebody come get us.
Fuck.
Hey,
Somebody throw down my underwear.
I'm stuck in this game.
I fell down here. My underwear is still way up there.
I'm stuck. Hey, sister, you look good.
Jesus Christ.
Hey,
All right.
I have a little bit of
Hold on. This is the time that we do the verdict. Everyone is going to go around the room, and we're going to tell you folks whether we think it was a trick or a treat, and any final words we may have. What was that, Dynamo?
I got a message from our good buddy and new board friend, Christian
so
Bates
bored?
Hardy.
Oh, nice.
And he was going to leave a voicemail but didn't. He says, I've seen this film several times and can't figure out whether the dad was changed all along or when he became a monster like the kids. What are your thoughts?
That's interesting.
No, I don't think he did.
No.
Well, you know, until he did.
Yeah, I think that he...
I think he snapped is what
I think he thought that his... I think he reacted to thinking that she did something bad.
Maybe something like that, or just couldn't handle it. But him snapping, I think, was what pushed them over into being able to have that thing done to them.
Right, because he looked down and saw what we saw.
Yep.
And on the way over, he saw that her knuckles were all fucked up and stuff like that. Like she had
That's
obviously
true. That's
gotten into a thing. So
Good
I think that he, thought that she did bad.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Actually,
Good point.
That's a good
point.
Interesting.
So that's obviously our take. Also on the
but they
comment,
were pretty. Never mind. Sorry. That's
also
a
on the commentary
spoiler.
track, the director says there's a voice on the telephone at the start of the movie. That's a clue to something later on.
Oh yeah.
But I seem to have missed that. Did you guys notice anything about that? No, because I was singing the Pixies. Apparently, he didn't see it for the same reason that I didn't, because I was ferociously masturbating.
Right. Okay.
Smoke was coming off his dick while
The
he was
skin,
on the
the
phone? I
skin
don't
on the
remember.
bottom of my shaft is like hurt because I thought I was going to tear my cock off.
Oh, Jesus Christ. There's
My
fucking
special-
kids in this movie.
my
You know
special-
that, right?
My special lady friend was like,
It went there.
could you do it later? I'm trying to eat lunch.
Oh my God! Really?
In the coffee shop.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, you probably shouldn't do that in the coffee shop. Jesus. By the way, SL is in the chat room.
Oh, Snoop.
I wouldn't have ever said that if I knew she was there. I was a little off the hook because I didn't think she was around this week.
Rocky says, "Fuck you! I'm trying to eat a corn dog. You filthy mouth troll fluffer."
Nice.
And SL says lies. All right, so Ravenshadow, you kicked us off with the review. Go ahead and give us your verdict, buddy.
Yeah, if
You knocked over the goat.
What the fuck? If you're gonna do a podcast and review this movie, you should. What? Because I enjoyed it, and I watched it because we did a review on it.
Or if you're just a regular person that wants to watch a movie.
Yeah,
whatever.
or if you enjoy what we say, no, check it out. It was fun. I liked the perspective being on the parents, and I liked not knowing what was going to happen. And there was some great nudity, and I was surprised. So treat.
All right, MZ.
Added into that nudity, don't forget there was some steamed up man junk in the shower, so don't forget that was going on too.
So what? Steamed up man junk
in the shower.
That's what he orders at the Chinese food place.
Can I have some steamed up man junk?
Yes.
Number 4?
Oh, you want steamed up man junk now?
Oh no, we're going to hell.
But Wolfenstein, you mentioned the tone. It's something I completely forgot about, and I made a mental note of it until you mentioned it. I'm like, shit, I forgot to mention about the tone. And yes, I agree.
You're mental.
The tone of this film was definitely tonally mental.
Totally mental.
Totally Clipso.
And I agree. I agree with what you said about the tone being. It had a very different offset tone to it. There was something very, very different about it. And
something kind of creepy, throughout. I think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I sensed that myself, and I'm like, shit, I forgot to bring that up. One thing I don't like, and I will admit, if you've seen my films, it happens in them too.
Look at this guy touting it.
Tout it out loud. I've been in some movies.
Fucking Martin Scorsese.
And,
if you go to the mall and you grab a sword, you better bring some $50. Bring some $50. Get a trench coat and a old shirt and go fight some zombies. Go fight some zombies. It doesn't matter if you move or not, or you even know to hold the sword. Brian's a genius. He will edit it like I'm not a retarded boy. Tout it, tout it, tout it out loud. I've been in some movies.
If you want to call it, the score for the end credits.
Relentless.
I just hate that overbearing, noisy track. It just pisses me off, and to a certain degree, it kind of ruins the film. You know, it's like you got this looming, ominous, paranormal, I guess you could say, feeling about this film, and then it ends it with this loud, abrasive track that just
track.
Exactly, it just completely
reminds me
ruins.
of the end of
that was my jam.
Dawn
I
of the
fucking
Dead.
dug that
no,
song.
it reminds me
Yeah.
of the end of VHS and VHS 2.
Yeah, okay. There's that.
Yeah, that. But the score for those kind of blend in with the.
It did.
With
The Dawn of the
film.
Dead one. What is it? Down with the Sickness or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
That was a very aggressive movie. That was an aggressive.
There
take on
goes
Dawn of the Dead.
Downtown Driving.
For sure.
Yeah, listen to this.
Is this what you mean?
What's Torpedo?
Yeah.
I thought Jerry Lynn was going to come in
Yeah,
there.
Yeah, it just kind of
Doesn't work.
it just does not work for this film. They should have picked a different ending score, man. That's just awful.
Did you see who made this?
Morbid Films?
Yeah, it was your Latino brethren. It was El Morbido.
yeah, I saw that.
El Morbido Pictures.
And
Wow,
Zombie
a lot
Studios.
of fucking people were involved in this.
And but this, you know, that I mean, it's not really nitpicking. It is an issue, especially for a film like this, you know. But all that aside, you know, what you got in the film is really, I feel, what works, and it's definitely worth a watch, and I say that it's definitely a treat.
All right, Tony.
Would you say that you hated that end score more or less than you hate CGI smoke?
If we're going to do this, can we watch the beginning of the film?
The score.
Yeah, screen share the beginning and overdub the G.I. Joe one.
No.
Oh, Snoop, Connie, that's a fucking episode 100's coming up.
That's worth watching the video right there. That's worth watching the video podcast right there. So, yeah, this was, like I said, I've said everything that I was going to say about this movie. It was potentially really, really good. I don't think that there was enough evil done by the children if they were meant to be evil. And maybe that was a miss. Maybe I didn't quite understand what evil they were doing. Maybe they were doing some evil. I just didn't quite grasp it. I mean, especially kind of what they ended up setting the parents up to do. They kind of were responsible for that, if you think about it, which is kind of interesting. But they didn't do it exactly. So, but whatever. Anyway, I think that the average listener of this show would get a kick out of this movie. It's not, like I said, it's not the best, but I'm still going to call it a treat.
All right. It's not the breast. I'm going to agree. I think this is a treat because there is more good to it than bad. Like, this is one of the ones I had to sort of weigh, like, you know, thinking of, like, there were some missed opportunities. What was that? Someone just say something? There were some missed opportunities, I think, to do some more with this idea, but I think what they're able to do was pretty cool, and I think that the tone was really well done. Like, they built a creepy film, and I think Bogliano is a good director. I mean, he does a lot with a little. Like, I can't imagine that. I'm gonna guess and just say he probably had a budget of $1 million or less with this film. That's just my guess based on it, and if that's the case, then he did a lot with what he had, you know, and it definitely is a throwback to some of the 70s, you know, devil occult type movies. Definitely builds a creepy atmosphere, and I would say, yeah, I think check it out. I think it's a treat. It's not, you know, not like Dynamo said. It's hard sometimes with our rating system. It's one or the other, so you know we can't expand too much on that, but I think it's on the low end of treat, you know, not on the high end. But there's some cool stuff going on here, and I would love to see Bogliano get a budget to do like a, you know, a real big budget film to see what he can do with that. Dynamo, yours.
While I enjoyed the scissoring in this more than the scissoring in Prudence in the Erotic Adventures of Bigfoot, it looked more real and it looked more sexy. I still come away from this thinking that scissoring is a lot of work, and I don't really understand it. So women, if you're out there, if you could message me and explain scissoring to me, I'd appreciate it.
Diagrams, maybe.
Yeah, pictures of you and your friends trying it out. Video. The
Nothing dirty, just like just strictly.
artful.
Don't lose it. Open and close your legs like a scissor.
Yes.
Keep a steady rhythm. Now cup your hands downward and move them in a figure 8 motion.
That's what they
There
do.
you go.
That's what you do in scissoring too.
Yeah.
Scissoring 2, the sequel. Okay.
Thank you, Torpedo.
You know, and I learned that the devil is an incestuous, small bad driver. So it's just like it's someone from like the South. Like I just didn't like. I didn't feel. I agree with Tiny 100%. There wasn't enough evil here to make me feel like there was an impending evil.
Somebody throw us a rope. We do more evil.
Rocky says scissoring 2 electric coochie coo.
I don't know. Like it's just. Like, granted, they don't have the parts to do what they need to do, but like.
Well, what's your verdict of the film?
I already said it was a treat before
All right.
we even did the verdicts.
So, unanimous. Everyone thinks this is a treat.
Yeah.
Varying degrees. Some liked it a little bit more than others, but for the most part,
Who liked it the most?
I think Ravenshadow.
Maybe.
I would say
Yeah.
if you're gonna watch one of this director's films, this shouldn't be the first one.
Which
they
one?
try out.
Cold Sweat is the other one?
I don't. Yeah, I'd say
I think I like this better than Cold Sweat, though. I think
I
do.
don't.
I definitely
don't.
like.
I liked Cold
I
Sweat.
I
a
thought
lot.
Cold Sweat was much
more by the
bolder
numbers.
than this.
I've since gone back and watched Cold Sweat, and I really enjoy it. But like,
I thought it's by the numbers though. Like this was a little bit different for me.
Really, by the numbers?
Yeah, I thought so. It reminded me of like the Saw movies, you know, like something like that.
I'm not MonsterZero, but it takes a fucking lot to make me uncomfortable. And Rooms for Tourists stuck with me. For
I have
a few
not seen
days,
that.
So
I'd like to see that. Yeah.
it almost bugged me to the point where I don't want to recommend.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah,
I'd like to see his new film. What is it?
Scissor 2.
No. His latest
Scissor
film.
Sisters.
His latest film. It's late phases. That's it.
This is
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is that's a werewolf movie?
Supposedly, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that looked interesting. Really.
So I'd like to catch that.
The movie's gonna start.
Father Marin is the scissorcist.
Oh, man.
Exorcist.
That joke was a cut above.
All right, so that's going to do it for
Treat.
this review. Next week, we are going to review. We did the first film in the series long time ago, Dynamo. I think it was was it single digits? No,
yeah, first 10, I would say.
I think so.
I was still in my basement, so.
Yeah. Ravenshadow's never
I
left
was
the
still-
basement.
I was still telling you guys that I wasn't going to do the show.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to review Young Detective Dee, Rise of the Sea Dragon.
Oh, Snoop.
And it is available on Netflix Instant. This is the latest film from Sui Hark. And you guys remember Detective Dee?
Oh yeah, now I remember.
With the DFU
versus Captain Insidious.
Yes.
Yes.
No, that's a different guy.
I remember that. Yeah.
So everyone go ahead, go to Netflix, add Young Detective Dee, Rise of the Sea Dragon to your queue. We're going to watch that shit, and we'll review it for you next week.
Could Sui Hark be the director that we've done the most?
No, I think Nicholas Winding Refn still.
Because we've done 3
Refn.
Hark and maybe even then, as of this one.
What's the other Sui Hark film?
We did, wasn't, oh no, that was Ronnie Wu, right? General Yang?
That was
It
Wu.
was Ronnie Yu, yeah.
Okay, you're right.
Yep.
Yeah.
You.
So.
Yeah. Kumo D, Rise of the Sea Dragon.
Rocky says that's like the story about me taking a bath when Detective Dee rises above the sea dragon. Memories. All right, so we're going to do that next week. We have MonsterZero's top 10 to do, and he has to leave soon, so we better get right to that shit. Before we do, actually, I don't have the date. I'll try to find it during the break, but Josh, our good friend at Arkham, the Arkham Film Society, is going to be fucking playing 3 Devadam.
No shit.
Turkish Spider-Man. It's on a Monday night, which sucks.
Andy gave me the high hat about not having him on the show again. So we got to make that happen.
All right,
as well.
let's do that.
He's got a 35 millimeter print or a 16 millimeter print. of that?
16 mil.
No shit.
Yeah.
They have 35 millimeter anything in Turkey?
Probably not.
It's I
Maybe
believe
guns, maybe.
I believe it's May 19th. Let me let me double check.
Crazy. Turks.
But I think May 19th. It's a Monday. I'm going to try to go. I did go to a Monday film screening this past week, so maybe I can make that happen. If anyone else can make it happen, that would be a fucking good.
I have to rearrange a schedule.
Well, do what you got to do.
I'm going to try.
It's our boy Josh.
Yeah.
Got to go support him and see a fucking awesome movie.
Yeah.
All right, so let's cut to a break. We'll be right back to do MonsterZero's top 10 standalone horror films of all time.
We interrupt our program with a special bulletin.
Okay, here we go. This is it.
Greetings and salutations.
I'm Josh Gravel.
And I'm Scott LaFave.
Oh, good for you!
We want to let you know about the Arkham Film Society.
We're a small group of cinephiles programming classic, horror, cult, and exploitation film events in the Providence, Rhode Island area.
We have such sights to show you.
We try to meet a need for unconventional programming by providing affordable film events through our monthly screening series.
Be one of us.
Find us on Facebook and join our group by searching for the Arkham Film Society at facebook.com/Arkham Screening.
Check out our blog at arkhamfilmsociety.blogspot.com.
And stop by our Etsy and buy stuff at etsy.com/people/Arkham Screening.
Yes, sir. You, sir. All right already. I'm hip.
We now return control of your television set to you.
Oh, delicious nerds. Ms. M knows you like to chat it up with other sexy shut-ins about comics, movies, video games, and your favorite TV shows. If that sounds like you, cuddle up to the Trick or Treat Radio Facebook group, or the FIB. That stands for Fan Interaction Board. Just go to Facebook and search for Trick or Treat Radio and have more fun than a Jedi at a lightsaber sale. Not enough? Watch us on YouTube, The Deadites TV, all one word. Last but not least, check out the world's most dangerous talk radio show, Trick or Treat Radio, at trickortreatradio.com.
We are back on Trick or Treat Radio.
I just started reworking that song this week.
Nice. What track is that? Does it have a name yet?
It did, and then I was like, this isn't working.
Okay. Cool. Be cool to hear that tune if we get that going. MonsterZero, you have prepared for the listeners out there and for us a top 10 list, haven't you?
Bet your ass I did, man. It wasn't easy.
Yeah, that honestly, that seems like a real tough one.
Sounds fucking hard.
Yeah, it is.
Tell me, what gave you the idea to actually do that?
Well,
list.
Well, all these sequels, remakes, prequels, they're coming out by the handful, and it has been for a number of years, for a number of decades anyway, and for a film to stand all by itself with no backstory, no prequel, no sequel, and it hasn't been, thought of being remade. I mean, I don't know if it has to do with more of the fact that they can't be made, or that the fact that they kind of I respect the film, a little bit more than they would other horror films, even though some of the best horror films now have been done to death. But what I got here is a list of the top 10 films that have not been remade and
or sequelized or prequelized.
Or sequelized or prequelized. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Let me just give a list of those that I had on my list.
So these are honorable mentions?
These are honorable mentions.
Okay.
Okay. Salo, Santa Sangre, Videodrome, Eraserhead, The Beyond, Hitchhike, Cemetery Man, The Changeling, Eyes Without a Face, Devil's Backbone, Spider Baby, Don't Look Now, Cloverfield, May, Martyrs, and High Tension. And there's others. I mean, there's a whole shitload of other films.
Now, don't you think Cloverfield and May are, well, I guess they were never sequelized. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's been talked about how Cloverfield's going to get remade, but so far nothing yet. And I'm going with this list based on as far as any three of these ideas, that they haven't been put to film yet. Not a single frame has been made yet. So these are the top 10 standalone films, horror films of all time. My list.
All right. So when you go through, we'll let's if someone wants to comment, we can comment, but let's try to keep the discussion down a little bit on this, unless there's something we really need to discuss. So why don't you go ahead? Why don't you give us number 10?
Okay, number 10 is the 1932 film Freaks by Todd Browning.
Oh, yes.
And if anybody's seen Freaks, it's very original, and it could never be done again. Even though it was done to a certain degree in 1970, I want to say, or 1972, with Donald Pleasance, called Transmutations.
Yeah, is it called like Mutant Maker or something too?
Yeah, it might have gone by that title too, but I think I know of it as Transmutations.
That is the name. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, you got Johnny Yak, the half boy. You got half men, half women. You got Prince Randian, the man with no arms and no legs. He basically just lives with in a sack with his head sticking out. You got hydrocephalic pinheads or microcephalic pinheads rather, and women born without arms, people born without legs. Human skeletons, bearded ladies. So thanks to like genetic, in science and in medicine, there's just you got to find a whole bunch of
now, and then like in science, in fulcrums.
Gravity.
So that's why that's on the list. Okay, number 9. This came out in 2007. It is a adaptation by Stephen King,
or an adaptation,
and it's the only one. It's the only one on the list. The Mist.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah.
And if you've ever seen The Mist, I'm sure you guys have seen it.
Fucking great.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh,
it is great. I didn't think it would be on your list, but yeah, great.
So fucking good.
Yeah, it was. Oh, it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
And if you ever watch it in black and white, it's 10 times better. Directed by Frank Darabont.
Missed in you.
Number 8.
Since you've been dragged away.
Number 8. The French thriller Inside.
Dynamo knows that one well.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
Did you listen to that yet?
No.
No.
I had plans to do it. I just want to make sure it's on what?
Talk Without Rhythm.
Talk Without Rhythm. Okay, I'll look it up.
I'll put it on the Facebook.
Okay, or yeah.
Didn't you?
Yeah, like about 50 times.
Yeah.
I'll do it again for him.
Yeah,
I spoke about you nicely.
What's one more?
I think.
Well, he was drunk at the time.
I know I spoke about you.
And,
I said nice things about Johnny and Tiny.
Inside is just a phenomenal film, and it's excruciatingly gory, very painful to watch. A lot of the scenes, anyway, and the chick kind of looks like the killer looks a lot like Angelina Jolie in a way. But it's a great flick. You got to check it out. Number 7, Deranged, from 1974. This stars Roberts Blossom as Ezra Cobb.
Oh.
And and he's it's basically it's a version of it's not this was a difficult one to put in, but I had to put it in because it is somewhat derivative of the story Psycho, but it's not the story of Psycho. Actually, you know what? I take that back. It is the story of Psycho. I do take that
So
back.
you taking it off the list?
No. No. Because it's the story of Psycho, but Psycho, the movie, became something different as opposed to Psycho, the book. This is more closer to the book.
I say let's put Inside in twice.
Inside 8.
You want
inside
to you want to put
So
what
inside, outside, and then inside again.
Yes.
You want to put what inside twice?
If that's all it takes.
Number 6, and this is the only TV movie, Dark Knight of the Scarecrow, with Larry Drake.
Larry Drake. We were having a good conversation. Me, me, Fausto, Psycho Patrick, and Wolfie were having a very good conversation about Larry Drake today.
Nice.
And his rap skills. And his turn on Degrassi Junior High.
And he plays Bubba Ritter, and he's this mentally challenged adult who gets
a podcast spot.
Yes, he gets his who gets his own podcast.
Don't spit.
Swallow it.
Swallow, Dynamo.
Swallow. You better swallow. Swallow it. Swallow it. And who gets wrongly accused of killing a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
And the entire story is fantastic. The cast is incredible. The setting is just so it has just a southern feel to it and rednecky feel to it. So Tiny, you've seen this then?
I have, yeah. That's a classic for me. I love that movie.
Oh, it's one of the best, if not
Just really,
the best.
just has an amazing ambience to it. Very very Halloween-y sort of ambience.
Yeah.
Like real life Halloween, like the way you feel when you're out trick or treating as a kid or something.
Yeah, and it also has Charles Durning, which
Charles Durning Point.
Yeah, that's right,
Mm-hmm.
man. And you can't live without Charles Durning. Number 5 is Session 9.
There you go.
Oh, there you
go.
Filmed in Danvers, Massachusetts.
Yes. Unfortunately, that's not there anymore, and they built some fucking apartments over it.
Good riddance.
And they tore down the whole place. That was a shame, but it was the film was authentically filmed at the Danvers State Mental Institution for the criminally insane or psychologically insane or whatever. And damn it, what's his name with the red hair? What's his name?
David Caruso.
David Caruso. Yeah, I hate David Caruso, but man,
Why?
but he is awesome in
Indian
this movie.
Ronald McDonald.
He is awesome.
He is awesome in this, and it's extremely spooky, very scary film.
Yeah,
and
lights.
definitely the light. Oh man, the way it's lit, especially in the basement at night, it's just absolutely terrifying movie, and it's so worth seeing.
Yeah, brilliant.
Number 4, Peter Jackson's Heavenly Creatures.
Nice.
And that's based on the true story of these two girls who became good friends, and they created this this alternate world for themselves. And it got so serious to the point where their parents forbade them from seeing each other, and out of it comes betrayal and murder, and it's one of his best films. I mean, his absolute best is Meet the Feebles. This is a close second, so because it's just phenomenally made, and it has Kate Winslet, and it also has the chick from 2.5 Men.
The
I
other
had no
one.
idea. Yeah, I'd never seen that show, so I have no fucking clue.
Yeah, she's in it.
Kate Winslet and the other one.
And the other
And
one.
the other one.
Yeah.
Okay, number 3, we're
John
going.
Cryer.
Number 3, we are going to go to 1981 for this one, and this is a great flick, Dead and Buried. If you've ever seen
The legendary Dan O'Bannon.
Yeah, there you go. And special effects by Stan Winston, a young Stan Winston, who puts in 2 of the best effects, practical effects, of his young career. It's absolutely phenomenal, and also has the gorgeous, succulent Lisa Blount showing off her blounts to everybody.
I'll smoke a blount.
This is a movie. This film is brutally underrated, I think.
Yeah,
This is a great double feature with John Carpenter's The Fog.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. It's supposed to be set in a New England town, small New England town, and it really feels it too. It has that ambiance to it, the fog that rolls in the morning, and it just the whole setting of this film is just fantastic. And it also has Jack Albertson and from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and it also has Robert Englund. So look for that in a pre-Freddy Krueger role. Number 2.
I would. I won't say that it's that type of movie because it kind of is very spoilery to say so. But once you realize what type of movie you're watching, you will agree that this is the most original of that type of movie ever.
I would agree. Sure, why not? I mean, it's got.
And if you've
no,
got
no
that-
one else has dared even tried to even come close to making a movie like this.
Yep.
As far as storyline goes, and James Ferrantino's in it too, so check it out. Number 2, and this movie is fantastic. 7.
Oh yeah.
7
Wait, what
is-
number again?
2 is 7.
Two
We're
is
going
7.
back. We're going backwards.
It's
27?
7 is 2.
Just as too confusing. Pick a different one.
I thought you weren't doing sequels.
Yeah.
Well,
What happened in 1 through 6?
Yeah.
If
Leonard Part 6.
If anybody wants to doubt how much I love Johnny Wolfenstein, the fact that Tiny's comment made me re-pull in the huge amount of sinus infection, snot, blueberries, blackberries, and warm Poland spring water back into my nose and down my throat and not all over the place is like a testament. Like, because I thought about it, because I was like, fuck it, this is going to be awful coming back. But I did.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I mean, of course, we all know about 7 with Morgan Freeman.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
What's in
Right,
the box?
Ravenshadow? Say it.
What's in the box?
Yeah, thank you.
Brad Pitt and that cunt Gwyneth Paltrow.
Whoa,
and,
whoa, I hate
Whoa,
Gwyneth
whoa,
Paltrow.
whoa. I hate her, man.
Why?
I hate her. I fucking hate her.
Why? What's she ever do to
Because
you?
she's a fucking loudmouth fucking...
What the?
She,
What are you
she-
talking
she's-
about?
She thinks she's better than everybody else.
How
let's
do you
put it
know?
that
Do you
way.
know her?
I read what's on the internet.
Oh, well, it's obviously true.
My lord. She was Pepper Potts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to.
Detective.
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 Jesus.
I want to do butt stuff with Pepper Potts.
Gee whiz.
Whoa.
Wow, man.
This might be like the most offensive podcast we've done in a while.
Yeah.
Scissoring.
Since
and-
last week.
I don't think she's going to be into putting anything inside you, buddy.
Yeah. What do you think, Torpedo?
Oh, let me see what he thinks.
Keep cool! Use your head, don't lose it! Open and close your legs like a scissor! Keep up a steady rhythm! Now cup your hands downward and move them in a figure 8 motion.
And that's how you scissor fuck.
I'd take a repulsor raid fist from Pepper Potts.
The strap-on dildo with the fucking knife for a dildo, man. That's
Yeah,
fucking
that was pretty
brutal. Oh my
Yep.
god.
Yep.
And I mean, scenes. I mean, you could just smell the rotting flesh on that movie. You could smell the putrid.
What copy
stink
did
of
you
death
watch?
in
Because
this movie.
All right.
You
I
can, you
agree.
really can. I mean, and Rob Bottin's
Is awesome.
is
Yeah.
absolutely fantastic. Number 1.
Wait, hold on. I want you to go ahead and read 10 through 2, just to refresh everyone's memory here.
Okay. Number 10, Freaks.
Woo!
Number 9, The Mist.
Woo!
Number 8, Inside.
Rudo.
Number 7, Deranged.
La, 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 la.
Number 6, Dark Knight of the Scarecrow. Number 5, Session 9.
Is alive.
Number 4. Number 4, Heavenly Creatures. Number 3, Dead and Buried.
Wow.
Number 2, 7.
Waka waka.
Number 1.
Number 1, from 1933,
That's a long time ago.
Fritz Lang's M.
M.
Oh,
M.
Are you?
I need some M.
Are you sure?
Yes.
No, I mean not of the pick of the movie that it's never been
Sequelized?
no, like redone made.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
We're looking
Wait.
this up, folks. Phones have been whipped out.
That's not all it's whipped out.
All right, while he's doing that, I'll talk about it.
Look under N.
Yes, please talk about it.
M. Yeah. Fritz Lang's M. Absolutely. This was the blueprint for the psychological thrillers that we have today. It's absolutely a terrifying film that stars Peter Lorre.
I'm looking at a remake in 1951.
Are you shitting me,
By
really?
someone named Joseph Losey. Yeah, M is a 1951 American remake of Fritz Lang's film of the same name.
Apparently your brutal research didn't stretch as far as Wikipedia, which is
As
the
far
first
as
thing that comes up after
forward,
IMDb.
Fritz Lang M remake.
No shit.
And there's one coming out in 2015.
Well, that doesn't count because
Are you
that hasn't been made
fucking
yet.
kidding
That's
me,
true,
dude?
Are you really? They're making a remake again?
All
right, so I fucked up.
Say
I
M
fucked
remake.
up.
Yeah, it's still the #1 hit.
Yeah.
Now can we put Inside in like twice?
Yeah, we'll put Inside in twice, and we'll make 7 #1.
What about how about why don't we take out?
It's the Americanization.
7 can't be #1. Though.
Wait, M in 1951. In this Americanization of the 1931 German thriller, both the police and the criminal underworld stalk a mysterious killer who preys on small children.
Yeah,
I
that
cannot
would be it.
fucking believe
#1.
that some things are on your list.
You made the SL leave the fucking
And
chat room.
In Martyrs
She bounced.
is not on your list.
You made
Martyrs was on the
Wait. Wait, this is like the top 10 of all time that weren't prequeled, sequeled, or whatever remade, right?
Yes, yes.
You think Martyrs? Dynamo, like do you contend that that's one of the top 10 movies of that type of all time?
Yeah, that haven't been like. Let's put it this way. Put it. Up
I don't know
against-
anything about it. That's why I sound
I
flabbergasted.
should edit this out. This whole fucking list.
I think Inside, that is on the list, is the most underrated horror film of all time.
Well, does anyone else have any thoughts?
I fucking snotted mine on the back of my hand a few minutes ago. I have no thoughts left. I can't believe SL is gone.
She left because of that. She was pissed.
Did she? What did she say?
Oh, I'm sure that's
Nothing.
right.
She was pissed because of the #1 film was a remake.
Yeah.
She's like, she's a like, librarians are good at research.
All right. Well,
#1, Psychomania.
#1, Psychos in the Love.
Magic. The 2 movies that I've mentioned on the show like 30 times, Psychomania and Ladernia Combat. I can't get any motherfuckers to watch either of them.
I picked fucking Magic.
Magic.
Butt
not
crack.
remade.
How's butt crack?
I also had,
Yeah,
I also had Magic on. I
where's-
also had Magic on my
Where's
list.
Butt Crack?
Oh shit, it's on YouTube now. Psychomania. Nice. I'm gonna
Is it
link
really?
you-
Oh,
you
nice.
folks to this right now.
Where's Butt Crack? That's what I want to know.
Probably behind me.
This is exciting.
No, where's it on your list?
It's not on my list.
All right. Well, we're gonna have to. You're gonna have to wait a week, folks, for #1.
Or #10, depending.
Just
on how
loop the drum roll until next week.
Which is the best one?
Oh man, MZ in true MZ fashion.
Did a hell of a fucking.
As he
I
got-
didn't know.
As he got
I
further,
didn't know.
as he got further and further away from 10, like there was more like of an opportunity for them to be remade until it was. That's how the list worked.
What was the other one from Freaks?
Freaks.
And did you mention Cemetery Man earlier?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Now, does Dylan Dog count?
Wait, what was Cemetery
it's an
Man? I totally missed
adaptation.
that. Was that like
It's
number
not-
8?
those, I mean, reading a lot of Dylan Dog, and even after reading that stuff, I don't think that like
Dylan Dog. The movie
It has
Dylan
nothing
Dog
to
was
do.
Dylan Dog.
It has nothing to
Cemetery
do with
Man.
Dylan Dog. It's just
No.
written by the same guy.
and it
Oh,
also
okay.
and he
I thought,
made
I thought Cemetery Man was Dylan
Yeah.
Dog.
No,
Okay.
it's written. The thing is, the character of Dylan Dog was actually based on Rupert Everett.
That's what it was. Okay.
So,
yeah.
and then when Tiziano Sclavi when he wrote the script for Della Morte Dell'Amore, he wanted to use Rupert Everett because, like this was, this could be like an Elseworlds Dylan Dog, maybe.
Most definitely. It's pretty damn close, I would say.
He is a very close character. Like his portrayal,
personality is the same.
Yeah, not even that, but the
Yes.
type of like occult weird situations he's in, the type of like dreamy supernatural that it is. and
Yes,
stuff.
but he also doesn't have like, I mean, Dylan
He doesn't
Dog,
have the Groucho Marx sidekick. And
Yeah,
that's pretty
and
quintessential.
Dylan Dog never turned into a mass murderer.
right? So it's
yeah.
That's what it is. That's the relations that it's written by the same guy, and I think he wanted to say like, hey, let's make a movie loosely, based on like some of the stuff that I've done with Dylan Dog. Other than that, that's it. It has no relation to Dylan Dog. So
Number one, girl interrupted.
I honestly think Delamorte could easily be number one on that list.
I did have it in my honorable mentions. It could,
That's just my personal opinion.
It's. I mean, I don't know if we're gonna throw stones. It's way more horror than the Peter Jackson movie there.
Okay.
Heavenly Creatures.
Heavenly Creatures. I get that, but that is a pretty intense film too.
Yeah, I'm not arguing. I'm not
it's
arguing
based on a
that.
true story.
I
too,
have no
so.
problem with it being on that list.
What about Meet the Feebles?
What about
Well,
Dead Alive?
Well, Meet the Feebles is Bad Taste too in Japan.
What about Bad
but
Taste?
it's not.
But it's not Bad
But
Taste,
it's not a sequel. There's no way.
Oh,
it's
I know.
not- yeah,
I
yeah,
know, but
yeah.
What about Bad Taste?
oh, it's
Dead
great.
Alive?
It's a great flick.
No
Great
one's
flick.
ever remade that.
My number one would be Delamorte. That's me.
And it's a worthy pick. I mean, it's a great flick.
It's one of the greatest zombie films ever made, I think, and
Yeah.
probably one of the best horror films made in the last 25 years.
Yeah. Yeah, I loved it too.
So
it's
that's
awesome.
my submission. Maybe what we'll do is we'll have a discussion on the fib, have people try to let us know what they feel is the best one, and then maybe we'll redo it next week.
It's hard to believe that Delamore is 20 years old this year.
Yeah, it's 94, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn, that's hard to believe, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to try and redeem myself. With my next list, I'll be having that. I'm going to prepare that.
Are you going to announce that?
Yeah.
I have a list coming
All right.
too.
Before, when do you want to have your next list ready? It's not going to be next week, right?
No.
Okay.
This is probably be about a month from now.
So next week we'll have an addendum on the top 10 list, and then hopefully we'll get the fib going, and we'll talk about what everyone else feels should be added to the list, and then we'll do we'll do a vote that way.
Okay.
So we'll clarify for next week. What's going to be your next list?
My next list. This one's going to be fun. I can't wait to do this one. This is going to be top 10. It's going to be my top 10 horror.
Top 10 films I thought were standalone, but actually had sequels.
Multiple sequels.
Friday the 13th.
Hellraiser.
Sorry, go ahead. In space.
The top 10 horror trailers of all time.
Oh, that's good. I like that one.
That's
That'll
a
be
tough
fun.
one. Damn, you got to do your
Yeah.
homework for that.
Yeah.
I know what number one is.
That's
already.
really fucking tough.
How do you know?
What is it? Spoiler.
Don't say
what is
Evil
it?
Dead.
Nope.
The fucking remake.
No, the
That's the Red Band trailer. That was a pretty serious trailer.
Yeah.
the
Resident Evil.
no the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake trailer. This teaser trailer is pretty incredible.
Oh, stuff it.
Why?
Stuff it, you dummy. Dynamo, what's going to be your list?
Oh shit, Cabin in the Woods.
Shut up.
Yeah, Cabin in the Woods. Nobody made that.
Shut the fuck up.
My list, what I'm probably going to do is place it on the fib right before we hit the air or right after we hit the air so everybody can get in on the discussion.
Yep.
And I'm not going to be as dramatic about it. I'm going to kind of fly through it and point towards the fib. But I hate the term C-list characters or D-list characters. So I am going to do, over the course of, I would say, middle of May to middle of June. I wanted to do it, but some of the people I hit up for research didn't hit me back yet, Michael Ravenshadow.
What? I didn't get that.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
So I'll hit you back.
Yeah. The top 100 Marvel and DC B and C list superheroes of all time.
Top 100?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a good fucking list.
That's a long list, dude.
Yeah. You know
Wait,
who's
B and C?
well?
Should it be C
I
and
could
D?
I consider B characters. Like I don't like that. I mean,
No, I
to Clay Inferno, our good friend at the League of Ordinary Gentlemen podcast, my fantasies of populating the Marvel universe right now is all A characters with a Star-Lord comic happening,
Right.
and a Moon Knight. Like to some people, Iron Fist is a C-list character. Not to me. He's the fucking best. He's Blue Beetle, favorite superhero of all time. So. I'm just going to say B-list to be diplomatic, but...
How about underrated?
I don't know. Like, I think that they're... I mean, again, I love fucking Blue Beetle, but...
What?
Whoa, whoa,
Whoa.
What issue was that?
I love knocking boots with Blue Beetle. But
Blue Beetle?
Yeah.
You call me,
that's what I call him.
Is he your boo?
Yeah,
Blue Beetle?
But I mean, it was obviously how underrated can a character where Charlton Comics was like, well, we like Bruce Wayne's gadgets and we like Spider-Man's bug gimmick and Cantor. Like, let's make this character.
Oh, by the way, it's Steve Ditko.
Right. He's fucking brilliant.
Right.
Yeah, that helped too.
For the second Blue Beetle.
Yeah, the Ted Cord. But I've already started my research. Like,
I want in on that.
Sure, send me your list. One thing, we will compile it together.
All right.
One thing no one can ever say to me is that I don't write fast/fiction.
That's true.
And I don't do my research.
What are you guys looking at?
Holy shit. There's a lot going on there.
Yeah.
That's a lot of content. A lot of content.
Is it a /fiction orgy of those top 100 B-list characters?
Yes, it is. It's fucking what's weird about it.
Wow.
3D man slowly moved his hand across the question's thigh.
And he answered with ejaculation.
Hey, before I
3D man wondered, is it a facial if he doesn't have a face?
Before I go, I just want to drop some news here. I'm on Netflix.
You're on Netflix?
No.
Holy
Listen
shit,
to me.
that's
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Wait,
and they're replacing some old movies with some new ones.
Yeah.
And
Is it the
they are
original
going. They are
the
going.
1951.
They are going absolutely apeshit on the Godzilla flicks.
Ravenshadow.
You got Ghidorah, the three-headed monster. Godzilla raids again. Godzilla versus Mothra. Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Godzilla's Revenge. Rodan.
What about MonsterZero?
And Ghidorah, King of the Monsters.
Yeah, they literally took a lot of that stuff off for like 3 weeks.
Isn't that your
Yeah,
dad?
again. Yeah, it's
It's just dead. Yeah.
Terror of Mechagodzilla.
Mm-hmm.
But they're also going to have City of the Lost Children on there and
Ooh, I
Legend
love
of
that
Drunk
movie.
Master.
That's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
City of the Lost Children's
Good.
great.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Thanks, MZ, for filling us in. If you want to get your Godzilla fix.
Thanks, MZ, for your broken list.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't believe your Netflix option.
Yeah, I don't believe it. You got to fact check that.
Tiny, what's on Netflix?
I'm checking. Yep. No,
Yep.
yeah, no, he's here. He's streaming.
Who's there?
Looking at it right
All
now.
right.
He's in the studio.
MZ's got to run.
MZ's gotta run. What does MZ do? He falls apart at number 2. This is really good, but someone made the Fritz Lang film.
Wait, MZ does really good at number 2.
I do. I won awards.
He can't do any more than that, though. He stops at number 2. All right, MZ, why don't you say goodbye to everyone out there in
I'm out of
podcast
here.
land.
I'm out of here, and I'll see you next week. Arrivederci, douchebags.
The following message is a paid advertisement for the Cult of Muscle podcast. The Cult of Muscle. You're either in it or you're dead.
It's the dawning of a new age. The halls of Valhalla have been shuttered. The heroes of yore have either retreated to the shadows or taken to capering for the amusement of the small folk, their past glories a distant memory. The barbells have been torn from their once puma-strong grips, the beards shorn from their square jaws, only to be transplanted onto flannel-clad, puny weaklings with fingers barely powerful enough to strum a ukulele. The time has come, my brothers, to restore order from the chaos. No longer will our heroes be forgotten. No longer will their great deeds be viewed through a foggy lens of irony. Hear now our rallying cry as we scream it from the mountaintops. as we bellow it from iTunes and Libsyn and Facebook. It's time to join the cult, my brothers. So don your cloaks and enter the cult of muscle.
Good jam, Dynamo. It's a good jam. Is your mic on? Did you turn it off?
No.
Okay, you're good. All right. All right, MZ's gone, so we can talk shit about it. What the fuck was that? What the fuck? How do you not do research for that?
It's amazing that if you just typed it into
I know IMDb or anything.
There's 3 in a row.
Yeah, there's 3 fucking listings for M.
Like it'd be like I feel like if he was like defending me in court, it'd be like, so there's no way that he could have been in there at that time. Well, I don't know. Like he had a key and surveillance camera showed him go in.
Oh, I didn't look at that. The thing is, like we give him shit, but he's got a really fucking good memory when it comes to movies.
Yeah.
So I think he seriously went on all of that by memory. And I don't think I don't think he did much research. This is just me. I mean, I don't know. I'm just thinking like he probably didn't do much research and probably just did it all from memory.
Probably.
Well, I mean, he probably didn't even look any up. Like he probably just was going on films he's seen.
Yeah.
But I mean, so got to hand it to him for the work, but he couldn't close it out there. So we'll bring to you in typical MonsterZero fucking fashion.
Number 1.
Yeah, we'll bring you the complete list next week.
It's all that much better for the punchline, though.
Yes, you have to wait a week. It's the ultimate cliffhanger. Fucking ridiculous. I wish Ledger was here in the chat room to give him shit. It'd be good. All right, so I guess we can do feedback now, and then we'll just see what we're doing for time. No songs from Freezy this week, that motherfucker. Let me go ahead and pull up the voicemail. We have... All right. Here is some voicemail. Oh, I have it muted. I'm sorry. That's what happens when we watch parts of movies and I don't want to hear it. Here we go.
Dear sirs, normally I don't listen to podcasts that don't feature me in them, but last week I was just that bored. So I downloaded Podcast 91 and made the mistake of listening to the feedback portion of the show, wherein a certain stupid bitch read something she should have kept to herself.
Whoa.
After I threw up, I knew what I had to do.
He stressed out like you.
I'm going to do it now. Maggie Jr., put my mother on the line.
What?
Hello? Are you there, Isaac Kings?
The stupid bitch is on the line. Sir Isaac.
Well, where did your personal assistant robot learn to talk that way? That way.
Never you mind. Now just say what I told you to say and let's get this over with.
Oh, all right. I would just like to apologise to all the listeners out there for my slash fiction, as I did not realise at the time that the characters of Will and Carlton were supposed to be cousins. I just assumed that he was like a friend of the family or some stray they took in.
Mother, it's right there in the fucking theme song. I got in one little fight, my mum got scared and said, "You're married to your auntie and uncle in Bel Air. If Vivian and Phil are the auntie and uncle, and Carlton is their son, what does that make him and Will?"
Oh, yeah. I guess that might be considered wrong.
Might be. The only way that Will fucking his cousin wouldn't be considered wrong is if he was the Fresh Prince of Grafton. Oh! Slash fiction out of you. I'm warning you.
Oh, be nice. I just made one little mistake. Besides, I already scrapped that story and started a new one.
Oh, no.
Involving a steamy three-way between Greg, Peter, and Bobby.
Ooh.
No,
Mother.
please.
You stupid bitch.
Oh, whoa.
Those three are brothers.
No, it's okay. I'll check the theme song, and the only reason they're considered family is because the father of the boys married the mother of the girls.
Oh, dear God.
Seems like
That doesn't mean the boys aren't related to each other. It means they aren't related to the girls.
Oh, don't be daft. It wouldn't be slash fiction if I had the boys fuck the girls.
Maggie Jr., hang up the phone.
Do you think Alice could train Tiger to lick her arsehole?
Oh, my.
The stupid bitch is gone. Shall I get you a case of Weisenheimer draft ale?
Yes. And remind me never to download this week's podcast. Yours in friendship, Sir Isaac.
Wow.
I don't even know what to say.
It's kind of horrifying.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't think I'm okay with the fact that that visual of Alice getting her butt licked by the dog is in my head right now.
Not the worst visual though. From
Yeah, it could be worse.
Yeah, I guess so. That's pretty bad though.
Jeez, man. That really brought me down.
Yeah.
You don't like dogs licking buttholes?
I don't like Isaac's mom / fiction is what I don't like.
No.
I'd much rather hear Neon Maniac / fiction. With juice.
Why don't we just do a / fiction podcast? Ooh. We can get all these like cult movies and everything, and we'll just read / fiction live about those.
That could be a contest.
We'll do the Warriors next.
No. Shit! And then Swan dove into the other one.
No, don't read it gay. You gotta read it.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
So then
geez,
Swan.
Swan dove into the other one.
Yeah, what is it? Swan.
The baseball Furies removed their pants.
And then he slid
took
home.
out their bats.
Choked up.
Choked up.
Would it be too obvious to do Pulp Fiction / fiction?
Oh, no.
What? Did I break your concentration?
Yeah. Say what again, please. You feel that in the back of your head? That's my big black cock.
Oh, Jesus. That is a tasty penis. Oh, Jesus.
Marcel heard "Get the Gimp." He was worried, but he was also intrigued.
He's also intrigued.
And then Butch grabbed the watch from the ass. Yeah. This might be the most inappropriate.
Butch didn't do it.
Well, this is
General
fiction.
what's his name did.
General Wang?
No.
No, this is not good.
No, it's not good at all.
We might get some feedback.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did the sexy librarian say she left for a reason?
No, she just
I got
left. That's all.
some fucking suspicions.
Yeah,
I think it was,
it's because
I think
number
it was
one.
when we played that G.I. Joe public service announcement.
I'm positive the reason. Maybe she just left to find out about scissoring from me.
It's fine. It's possible.
Well, I think Torpedo spelled it out for everybody.
Torpedo? Flesh torpedo?
The Bush Torpedo. Who's a Navy SEAL?
Ravenshadow, tell us, tell us something.
Somebody please throw a rope.
We keep forgetting to help those fucking
We've
kids.
been waiting on you the whole show. You like a movie, you don't like a movie, we don't care. Throw a rope.
Are they Asian?
No.
You really are bad at geography.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Ravenshadow, tell us a story. Regale us with a tale of like you doing yard work or something.
Yeah, it was, I was fucking trimming some hedges.
Yeah?
This story's not for you kids.
Oh, sorry.
Haven't you run out of food yet?
No, we're dying down here, but we're not out of food yet.
That's good.
Yeah, they like Chilean miners.
Please throw a rope.
Throw a frozen rope.
Listen, when you fell down the hole, when you went into the cave vagina,
Yeah.
like you should have known better to not go into the cave vagina, take your shirt off, and then fall in a hole.
Yeah.
Are you sorry you did it?
Try the rope.
You haven't learned. You would go into a cave, but you'd wander away from a rest stop. You know what happened while you were gone?
What?
Your parents finger banged.
That's not good.
Know what else happened?
What?
The demon that used to live in that cave?
Yeah.
And the girl demon that used to live in that cave?
Yeah.
Took some sort of strange version of your body?
Yeah.
And they banged, and the babysitter caught them.
Oh, that's not good.
Nope. You're not going to be able to go back to school now.
Oh, you know what we need now?
What?
A rope.
You don't get a rope because you haven't learned.
Well, I like the story.
It's not a story. It really happened.
Yeah, but I like the story. I have a smile on my face. Try a rope. I'll show you.
Is this the real little boy, or is this the demon?
It's the real.
He's the real one.
I don't have a lot of trust.
It's okay. Try the rope.
Throw the rope.
I'm waiting.
What? I'm not going to throw the rope.
You think I'm gonna throw the rope?
No, I'm not going to throw the rope, Teller.
You said you're not gonna throw the rope. Can you try my underwear, please?
No, you shouldn't be going down a fucking hole without your shirt on and your dirty drawers off.
Well,
you don't know.
We didn't go down the hole. We fell.
Oh my god.
I fell down here.
You don't know where that rock vagina has been.
What, rock vagina? Or symbolism?
That's a real rock vagina you went in. You went into the devil's rocky vagina.
Whoa. You know what this rock vagina needs?
What?
A rope.
Yeah,
All right, we have one more voicemail.
We do?
Yeah. Hold on, we have one more voicemail. Let me see if. Yeah, here we go.
Hi, this is Ty West. You're all a bunch of ungrateful fucks. I have a screening in your town and you can't even bother to show up.
Oh, there's a part 2. Hold on.
Sorry, Ty West bot.
Johnny Wolfenstein is the only one of you that knows what's up. I will be sure to put him in my next film, but fuck all the rest of y'all assholes.
That's it.
Wow.
Ty West is very angry with you guys.
Hi.
Robot Ty West better watch out. I'll fucking throw him in the hole with those fucking kids. Right in the fucking rock vagina. It'll be like a I saw the devil and here comes the devil rock vagina team up.
And like Ms. Marvel.
Hot summer special 92.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Dynamo.
Oh.
Ooh. I don't. This is Ty West must be listening right now because that was instant feedback right there.
Chat room?
Robot Ty West looks a lot like our friend Brian Kokonak, creator of the game Fire Escapes.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You're a dummy.
Wow.
Don't say that. Only Wolfie's allowed to say that to Raven Chan.
Well, he and I are buds, so it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Ty West was actually supposed to be at the screening.
Really?
But I guess there was like some sort of travel issues or something. So
What was the name of the movie again?
The Sacrament.
Sacrament, right.
So I went to go see The Sacrament on Monday night. All alone because none of these fucks could make it.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, it was short notice. I know. I found out at like 2 p.m. on Monday. But I didn't want to miss it because it's a movie I've been looking forward to for months now. And it's not coming out for like another, I think it's June 6th. So I guess a month and a half. But I won't say too much because I want to review it. But this was not M is for miscarriage.
Okay.
It was much better than that, and it was a very creepy movie. I think you guys know the content, right? Like the general story.
I actually don't.
Okay, then you're better off. Don't watch any trailers. Don't do anything.
Okay.
Because this film will work better if you don't know. I think, but it's good. I'm curious to see it again and want to hopefully we can review it. So there you go. Check out the Sacrament when it hits your town. We have about 10 or so minutes, 10, 15 minutes here, Dynamo. I don't think we have time for a double tap for all of us, but is there anything you specifically want to talk about?
No, honestly, I feel like 3 pounds of fruit in a 2-pound bag right now.
Well, you had help with that, so you didn't eat 3 pounds.
Yeah, I don't know. All that's left of these fucking red berries. Nobody likes the red berries?
Do you want to show the leftovers?
Well, I can't really lift it up all that well, but it's...
Are those called raspberries?
Yes, those are called raspberries.
The red berries.
The red berry brigade over
I've
here.
eaten my share of raspberry ring pops, and they don't taste like that at all.
Yeah. Well, let's do the trick or tweet moment.
That's my fucking segment.
This is your segment, yeah. You want to start reading these?
No, I like
okay.
I like when you read it, but I just enjoy this bit.
So last week, N. Codian, our boy, thanked us for the slash fiction. He really enjoyed it, and so I replied back to him and said, I don't know what I said. It doesn't matter, but he said, "Oh, of course, I've been hoping, but I hadn't allowed myself to believe that something so great could be true. So he wants more."
Ooh.
I said, "Does that mean you want more?" And I said that you were actually acting them out as we speak. And he said he never dreamed that something could be possible like that. So he wants more.
He's got fucking problems.
And and he says, and I've got to say, Dynamo Mars is a much better author than Sir Isaac's talentless hack of a mother.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
I agree.
Yeah.
Definitely agree there.
Yeah.
And then we have, I don't know who this is. This is a first-time tweeter for us. Chris N. His Twitter handle is ChrisNair84. And Chris says, I think you guys might have convinced me to give a Serbian film a try. Look at that, Dynamo. You convinced him. You and Bill by Force.
Because of my lukewarm reception to it?
Well, maybe it could have been Bill. I don't know.
Is he going to go try scissoring this week because I was so enamored with it?
What do you think, Torpedo?
Keep cool! Use your head, don't lose it! Open and close your legs like a scissor! Keep up a steady rhythm! Now cup your hands downward and move them in a figure 8 motion.
I just love the way he enunciates this.
Cool! Use your head, don't lose it! Open and close your legs like a scissor!
Like a scissor.
Like a scissor!
Like a
scissor. So I told Chris if he does, I said if you do decide to take the plunge and watch a Serbian film, you have to let us know what you think. And he said absolutely. So there you have it. That's the trick or tweet. Say it, Ravenshadow.
Trick or tweet.
I like how you get a manly voice for change when you try to do that.
Try it, man.
So that's the trick or tweet moment. What else we got? Any hot action going on the fib this week?
Oh.
Is there anything hot going on? We got fucking Star Wars cast news.
Oh, shit.
Dynamo, what do you think of your boy?
I'm fucking psyched.
Yeah.
I'm psyched. A little Moses action.
Little Moses? Yeah. From Attack the Block. Did you see that, Tiny?
I didn't.
Moses
Elaborate on that?
Moses from Attack the Block got cast in the new Star Wars film.
Oh, really?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Was he the head of the bad guy, the gang?
Who was Moses? It's been like 2 years since
Moses
I saw it.
was
I think
the main guy.
he was the main dude.
He was the one who looked like a young
Haitian
KRS One.
His name's John Boyega, I think is how you pronounce it. But yeah, I mean, there's some pretty awesome. I mean, it's. Let me open it up. I don't want to get any of these wrong, but
that's a good fucking movie.
What?
It's fucking Moses, Gollum, and the redhead from Harry Potter. What else do you want?
John Boyega, Daisy Ridley, who I'm not sure who she is, Adam Driver from Girls. I don't know. I've never seen.
He's good in that.
Oscar Isaac, who was in Drive. He played what's his face there, the one that was in prison, the boyfriend in prison.
Oh,
what was his name? He had a fucking bizarre name, right?
And my favorite song on the soundtrack is named after him.
Oh, okay.
It's called fuck.
It's called Fuck.
I can't remember anything anymore.
Let me look him up. Ravenshadow, say something.
I kind of equate this casting news to what Sir Isaac put on the fib when
fuck that.
he wrote was like, yeah, it's awesome. Episode 1 has Sam Jacks, Ewan McGregor.
Standard was his name. Thank you.
Oh,
You
Standard,
can stop now.
Thank you.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I think that this cast is, other than Sam Jackson, way cooler than at that time. Like, I think the episode 1 cast is cooler since then, like, with stuff that they've done.
Sure.
Because that was Liam Neeson before Taken.
Right, yeah.
That was
true.
You know what I'm saying?
That was like, see the dancing freak, just $10, Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
Take the fucking rabbit, Liam Neeson.
And then we also have Andy Serkis, who played Gollum, of course.
King Kong.
And he's been in a ton of stuff now.
What's he doing?
I don't know. I mean, they just announced the cast.
I'm going to guess. that-
Domhnall Gleeson, who was in the Harry Potter.
Which one is that?
Is the redhead.
Wait, is that Ron?
I don't know.
I don't know, dude.
Well,
I
I've
don't know.
kissed a girl. I've
Yeah.
Well, how many redheads?
I'm a muggle.
The fact that you know that is bad enough. And Max von Sydow, who we mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
And then, of course, returning Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill, Anthony Daniels, Peter Mayhew, and Kenny Baker.
It's going to be the most angriest fucking set. I just want to watch.
Where the fuck is Billy D?
Word to Big Bird.
And there's only like one fucking woman in the new cast. Are there no girls in the future in Star
Well, all
Wars?
the original ones are in there,
Yeah.
so Princess Leia.
Well, there's 2 girls on the cast.
It's more than was in the cast in the.
Yeah, there are
rest.
not a lot of the lady folk in the Star Wars.
Fucking
franchise.
the
What, Mon Mothma?
yeah, the dude.
Yes.
The dude's-
Yeah. Size noodles?
Yeah, there was no chick. There was the one that you go with like the 3 breasts.
Ah.
The
don't
girl,
play
the
music.
girl tongued her brother. Like there's not a lot of stuff going on in space.
Yeah. Star Trek just got a lot fucking cooler.
Star
yeah?
Trek?
Yeah.
Why?
Because Kirk never kissed his sister.
Not that you know of.
That'll be okay. Does he have a sister?
Not that he knows of.
There you go. Where's that rope?
What, to hang yourself with? All right, so that's just
We gotta go.
would be remiss if I didn't mention that, because we were talking lots about Star Wars casting stuff back in the day when we were just sort of spitballing.
DC Comics cements that nothing will be coming out in multiplexes that are not about a slasher or a superhero for the next 20 years.
You know what? Let's talk about that real quick. I think you posted this, Dynamo, that DC, that supposedly they just announced Zack Snyder is going to be directing the Justice League movie now, and then it's not going to come out until 2018.
Too long.
Now they're fucking dropping the ball. Like I'm a DC apologist. I've been like talking them up and hoping that they do the right thing. But this is a fucking failure. Like, if you want Snyder to do it, cool. But, like, they need to do... Marvel has laid it out. Like, it's here right before you. It's like, here are the battle plans. This is how you win. And they'll be like, no, fuck that. We'll do it our own way.
How much work do you think Joss put into Avengers while Captain America and Iron Man 2 was going on?
Probably a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, their mistake is keep Zach on the Superman films, maybe the Batman franchise, and get somebody else to do the...
Right. Mm-hmm. Like, that's the thing. Like, look at Marvel. Like, and a lot of times the directors don't even stay for the sequel. Like, Thor was directed by, what's his face there? The
Kenneth Branagh.
Kenneth Branagh, thank you, the Shakespearean actor. And then, he didn't do 2. And then same thing with, like, Iron Man 1 and 2 was Favreau, right?
Yeah.
He did 1 and 2, and then Shane Black had come and did 3. And Captain America was, what's his name? Joe, is it? Fuck, I'm drawing a blank on his name now, but the director who did Captain America. But then they brought in a pair of brothers, I think, to do the second one. So they just find directors that fit the style of a movie, And I think, for the most part, they've knocked it out of the park, right? I mean, there's a couple movies I'm not as crazy about, but for the most part, they're fucking good movies. You
They've
know,
all been hits.
Oh,
They've
yeah.
all been
and that's what matters. Whether or not we individually like
Right.
them, in the public opinion, they've made shitloads of money and they're huge successes. Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be huge. Look, they get fucking James Gunn. Like that's, I think that's perfect. I don't know about you, Dynamo, but I think it's a perfect.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's just fucking outrageous too, because you have DC makes this announcement that kind of makes people like, wow, I'd like to see the Justice League, but you're fucking it up because it's going to take too long, and I don't want to see. Like, it's essentially going to be the third movie now, because it's still James Gunn's vision. So, Zack Snyder's vision.
Yeah.
They came up together.
Yep.
But Marvel makes an announcement that their Netflix TV series, which is tying together, which is fucking cool, which is something that's never happened before, are connected to the cinematic universe. Like, there's all this fucking synergy going on that everything is working towards the right thing. And it's like, yeah, we're going to put out 16 movies, but you're going to be 50 by the time it's done.
Right, exactly. That's the thing. Like, if you're going to build a shared universe, like, just fucking do it. Like, I guess technically the Arrow TV show could probably live in the same world, but just fucking say that, you know, like if you're or don't. Or say, no, this isn't tied to it.
You know what people fucking forget, too, about, like, say, Green Lantern, not a great film, okay?
Terrible, yeah.
Second Hulk movie, which is supposed to be the launching point for the whole cinematic universe.
Yeah.
Not that great of a flick.
Second one. It was
I haven't
Iron
seen.
Man.
Yeah, I actually haven't seen that one.
They were, like, back-to-back. Like,
it's the Edward Norton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was
was it Edward Norton?
Yeah, because it was Eric Bana.
Right.
Yep.
And that was the least, I think, financially successful one, but still decent. And Marvel can afford a bomb. They can afford 2 bombs.
Here's I'm looking at this chart right here. It lists worldwide box office grosses of Marvel and DC comic movies released since 2008, and looking the bottom. What's The Losers?
That was based on a DC Vertigo. I mean, it's a long-running DC property.
Yeah.
But most recently, it was a Vertigo book.
It was like it was like the A-Team meets Ocean's 11.
Yeah, it had Johnny Storm in it, Chris Evans.
Yeah,
I never even saw it. Yeah.
It was pretty good. I like it a lot.
Zoe, the chick who's in Guardians of the Galaxy, who's playing Gamora, she's in it.
Oh yeah.
The comedian is in it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay, cool.
Sam and Dean Winchester's dad.
There you go. Yeah. It's
So,
actually fun.
so they're listing the bottom of the barrel ones. Jonah Hex, in 2010,
Oh, I forgot about that.
made what was the money here? It says 0.01 billion, I guess. So, The Losers, they're doing it in terms of billions, and my math isn't so good at this point in the night. So, The Losers, Watchmen, Green Lantern. So those bottom 4 were all DC properties. The Incredible Hulk in 2008 didn't do very well. Captain America, the first one, Thor, Iron Man 2, Thor: The Dark World, Man of Steel. Now we're starting to get into like the big, big numbers here. Looks like 670 million, I think. So for Man of Steel, 670 mil. Dark Knight, 1 billion. Dark Knight Rises, 1.08 billion. Iron Man 3, 1.22 billion. And The Avengers, 1.52 billion.
Could you quickly look something up for me?
What's up?
This is going to take 5. How long is it going to take to get from now to Justice League? Is what, 5 years?
Yes.
Right? Okay. How long was it
or
from
4 years?
How
actually.
long was it from Hulk to
Avengers?
5 years.
Okay.
Oh, 4. I'm sorry, 4.
Right, but
Yep.
how much money did they make in between now? And
Oh yeah. So they had in between there. They had the Incredible Hulk. They had Captain America. They had Thor. They had Iron Man 2. They had, and then the Avengers. So yeah. So
that means they're
right.
hoping
so they
that
did 5.
Batman, like, I guess they can say that there's going to be another movie in between if they want, but like that's a long time. That's 3 years without anything. Where Marvel put out 3 things.
Right. Well, between Hulk and the Avengers, there was 5 films in the span of 4 years.
Yeah. And let me reiterate that I'm not talking about it's cool that they got more movies than you, because it's always in anything. It's it's quality over quantity, but like this is a business, right? So Marvel made money all those times.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing. Like if DC and Warner Brothers' thing is to sell action figures, like it.
A whole group of fucking kids are going to be not kids anymore in between.
Right. And I have to call out, not really call out, but commend Mr. Chris, who said, like, just fucking give me some strong female characters for my girls to look up to, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, have there been any strong, like, female superhero characters in film?
We should show his kids this movie we reviewed this week.
No. No.
Hey, you're a strong female character for a young person to look up to down there, aren't you? No. I think she must have died.
I think she did die.
Pepper.
And Rocky's in the chat room. I know he's a big DC mark, so he says that Wonder Woman needs to be done right, or riots will ensue.
Ouch, get off of me.
He's back. You need the rope still, buddy?
No, we don't need a rope right now.
That was the girl.
Throw the rope down in like 15 minutes.
What are you guys doing down there?
What are you doing?
Oh, nothing.
Tiny One Kenobi, you're our only dope, says Rocky. All right, we're gonna end the show. We'll talk more about that on the Fib, I'm sure. Like, there's so much to discuss about fucking how DC is fucking up. I'm gonna say Warner Brothers because they're in charge of this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe the folks at DC would like to see more movies made. I mean, you know, I'm not sure, but
I would love to see an awesome Wonder Woman movie. That would
oh
be
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Like they could do something similar to what they did with Cap. You know, like I wasn't a huge fan of the first Captain America, but I think they could do, you know, like tell maybe a World War II story. You know, like I don't know, just something different maybe. And I don't know, like I just think it would be. I just don't know why DC, Warner Brothers. I don't know who it is, but I think they just think that strong female characters aren't going to sell or not going to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and same thing with Marvel. Marvel hasn't done it yet. Obviously, we have Black Widow, you know, who's been in a lot of these films, but she's never held up her own film. I don't know if they will do that. I don't know if they feel it'll do well enough. I don't know.
She was kind of the lead of Avengers, though.
And she was almost kind of the lead in Captain America too.
Yeah,
Winter Soldier. So, so I don't know. This is the debate that'll be going on for a while. So, I think we need to stop right there, though.
Yeah.
We'll get angry. Ravenshadow will go into a rage. Smash the studio. We don't need that.
Break my rusty cage.
Oh, he finished it.
You know, you don't need to overeat. You know that, right? No one should eat. That's a party platter.
I didn't eat it alone.
Oh,
you're gonna make a poo-poo platter.
Rocky's bringing the heat here. He says, fuck it. The TV shows rock. Arrow and the Flash. No, she needs to be done like Thor. They have another female. They had Hawkeye. So that's 2 strong girls.
Hey! What about Sith? Pepper Potts?
And Scarlet Witch is coming, he says.
Yeah, Pepper Potts like kind of walked the line. She was all right.
She was fucking cool.
She was super hot. Gwyneth Paltrow was something about that fucking Iron Man movie.
Yeah.
Moves me.
Yeah, I don't know why fucking Monster Dildo hates her so bad.
Because he's...
Okay, you're right. Remember, children.
Well, I didn't even notice this. Oh, I guess I did. I liked it. Oh, no, I just liked it, actually. Holla back to the Trick or Treat Radio crew and the Sexy Librarian. Adaption. I've been getting shit for saying adaption forever, and the one and only T.C. Spangler told me, your dada didn't love you, so she put you up for adaption.
Is that Freezy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
T.C.
help
Spangler is his manager. Be careful of that guy.
Oh, okay.
It's like if you threw Barry Dennis in a thing of rattlesnakes in a burlap bag and mixed it, you get that Spangler.
Oh, and Freezy corrected me. I didn't recognize his song, but he said not to bust balls, Wolfenstein, but the movie that inspired the Fabio Freezy original is not Neon Maniacs. It's Assault on Precinct 13.
Mm-hmm.
I took the bass line from John Carpenter's most underrated score. So I said I thought it was Neon Maniacs because it was relevant
talking about it,
because we've
right.
been talking about it, and it did sound a little bit like
Sure.
that, which definitely was inspired by Assault on Precinct 13. But
Real quick, if you want to check out some of this week, we got a cool message from Christian Bates Hardy. If you want to check out some of his stuff, go search out Rock, Shock, and Pop. It's a cool online magazine, and
cool.
he writes for them.
Nice. Where is it? Is it an online zine? Do they have a publication?
It's, I can.
a physical?
I
Okay.
will put the URL up on the thing.
Yeah,
but
do
it
it.
is rockshockpop.com/forums.
Talk out of the mic.
www. As Michael Ravenshadow would say. rockshockpop.com/forums/content, and then you can just go to this particular thing, which is very cool. You ready? So /forums/content
/fiction.
.php question
Oh,
mark.
come on, please, please, please don't.
There's a tremendous. I've only skimmed it so far, but I'm gonna read it. I don't like to read things before I do my review, but there is a review of "Here Comes the Devil" by Mr. Hardy.
Cool. So it is rockshockpop.com.
And I was worried when he sent me the link that it was like he had just like gay porn rolled me.
And then it's in forums?
Yeah.
And then where after you hit the forums?
I'll just send you the link.
Okay. But go to rockshockpop.com and dig around there. Christian is a newcomer to the Fib, but has been very active and very awesome, and he sent us his thoughts on Here Comes the Devil.
He called himself a noob, but he's been contributing for every SL and KK and Rock. There's a lot of lurkers out there. Like we know you're on the board. We see you looking at things, but you don't.
We see you.
Yeah.
Yes.
We see you in that cave. So yeah, that's that. Okay, everybody. I have to go take probably a painful seed-ridden dump.
This is Ty West. I see you.
He sees you, the lurkers.
He's in the emergency room?
Yeah, I see you, yes. Are those kids okay? Are we okay to leave them?
Probably, right?
Dynamo, you want to see if they're okay?
Nope.
All right.
Let's just get the
One glance in that cave, I'm on a fucking list. So.
All right, Tiny, anything real quick before we go?
No, I got another synth coming in, but
Oh my fucking God! Really?
I'm down here getting spelunking pie.
You suck. You suck. I'm gonna cut you. Ravenshadow, say bye to the folks.
We gotta go. Goodbye. It's getting long.
The Dynamo, why don't you take us out of here?
Remember, children.
Yeah?
Dynamo's gonna fucking puke up 3 pounds of fruit.
I can't do it.
Yeah, you gotta.
Remember, children.
Yeah?
Not you little fucking weirdo kids.
What the hell children are you talking about?
You little finger bangers.
How many children on this show, man? Hey, try to rope before you go, huh?
No. Fuck you kids. Die down there.
Oh, man.
I hope you get raped by the devil. It's midnight right now.
Whoa.
Get fucked by the devil.
Hey, this is especially appropriate for you little assholes. Remember, children, wherever you go, there you are.
Oh, man.
All right, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to episode 92 of Trick or Treat Radio. Next week, we're going to review the Young Detective Dee film. What's so fucking funny? We're going to review Young Detective Dee, Rise of the Sea Dragon. It's on Instant. Go ahead and add that, and we'll review it.
I ate so much fruit, I think I made wine inside me.
All right, everyone. We'll see you next week.
Wow. Where you going, man?